how big old Santa's gonna fit in our chimney anyway? And Mama, what happens if it's just no good? Will it simply move on to the next house in the neighborhood? I don't think I can leave this be. I got too much riding on this, you see. It's me and the chimney tonight. I'm not taking my eyes off of it. Me and the chimney tonight. Right here by the tree is where I'll sit. Me and the chimney. Me and the chimney. Me and the chimney tonight. Hey, Papa, don't Santa know that it's dangerous? Can't be up on the roof when there's snow. There's nothing to discuss. I don't think I can let this go. I've gotta see this through, you know. It's me and the chimney tonight. I'm not taking my eyes off of it. Me and the chimney tonight. Right here by the tree is where I sit. Me and the chimney. Me and the chimney. Me and the chimney tonight. It's me and the chimney tonight.
Gonna need the mic. Almost didn't put the mic on, so nobody almost didn't hear nothing. Some days, that's just the way our tech goes, our tech flows. I had one of those days today. We'll get into it. We're not going to labor on it. I'll start off by saying I'm not a victim. I'm just sharing information. I shared a little bit with a couple people today. That's part of the discussion. I totally wiped clean. I had for 2 weeks now, I've had a prospective topic to talk about all laid out. And for the second week in a row, we've just kind of cleared the decks for whatever reason. That's okay. I'm glad you guys are here. It is Tuesday the 21st. We're hopping right on Christmas. We won't, I promise, we won't stay crazy long tonight at all. I see Dr. Rob's in the house, and he's thinking outside the box, and already that is a cautionary tale from what John was saying. It is true. We got to be very careful with all that. Going to grab up and catch up to you guys. I see a Bouger Prepper. Of course, Vinny, how you doing, sir? Always makes my day to see you. Cashew, as always, you're the best. There's no doubt about that. My boy, my good old boy, John. I got to talk about him in a minute. He's had an interesting 5 days or less. I'll look at here. Okay. Laquita and Corey, happy holidays to you both. Love to see you. So great to see you. I did jump into a stream the other night and saw Laquita. That was a lot of fun the other night on Melissa's. We had a little Christmas get together, and I enjoyed that. So yeah, we're kind of bringing it together here at the end of the year. I'm trying to make some omelets or eggs out of some omelets, omelets out of eggs, whatever you call it. And Rodrigo, how you doing? Happy holidays to you, sir. I hope you are well. Let's get in here and talk about some things. But you know what? Let's see if John's got his panties on and he's ready to roll into this stream by chance. Oh, he looks ready. So let's bring him in. John, are you as ready as you look? Oh, goodness. Oh, not just you. I guess I'll bring you in. I don't have a sound on you.
I was just flossing.
Flossing? Okay. Well,
yeah.
There's two kinds of flossing.
Like,
and I'm hoping you were doing
yeah.
the regular flossing because, you know, that flossing that the kids were doing for a long time.
I've done both.
That's not great. It's not a solo flight tonight. It's me and my Llama pal. Look at us. We didn't even tell each other.
We did talk. We talked about it
about
last week, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just pretending. I'm building a story. I'm lying a little bit. Oh boy, this is true. Life did hand me some eggs. We all get handed eggs every so often, and trying to make some lemonade out of the eggs. I like that. That's really funny. I'll have to remember that. I got to make some lemonade out of omelets out of the eggs. Lemonade. I don't know what the hell it is. Speaking of, Todd.
Hey, Todd.
I'm just saying.
Nice
Look
to
at
see
how you get. These are our uniforms. The
Right.
stream, but our
Right.
Christmas corporate board meeting uniforms, unis, retros.
That's
So,
true.
Thank you so much for that, my friend. That was wonderful. Lemonade. Here we go. We made some lemonade out of that. So you take a couple llamas, they break down, and you make some lemonade out of them. That's what my parents always told me to do. How you doing, John? You've been busy the last couple days.
I'm doing good.
So
Yeah, busy before the holidays, but like
Yeah.
everybody else. And like you said, we had a fun time streaming on, I believe that was Sunday night.
Sunday night, yes.
And
Yeah, seems
yeah,
like 2 days ago.
we had a good time.
2 days
We
ago.
hung out with everybody. We had some laughs.
White Dove, how
and,
you doing?
Hi.
We did have some laughs. I came in late to the stream, admittedly. I had some other engagements. Came on, and I was told this was going to be an ugly sweater. So I come in like I do. I've got my ugly sweater on and my little elf thing and my hat, and I come on and everybody's in like hoodies and dressed nice and kind of just hanging out. And I'm like, ooh, I was like that kid who got punked at the new school. They're like, yeah, you're supposed to wear these kind of jeans. And I wore like Jordache jeans or something.
I had all the intentions. It just was, I felt like I was trying to get everything done. And then I was like, okay, I'll wear that sweater that I had. And then all of a sudden the show started and I'm like totally forgot about it. And that's the way it rolls.
It's just the way it rolls. But I mean, I was panicking. I'm like, God, I'm already late. And then I'm sweating to get the sweater on. And I jump in and I look and there's like 10 other people or whatever it was. And everyone's looking back at me and
Right.
I'm the only one with a sweater on. Looking like a complete goof. But that's kind of how I roll. I'm kind of a goof. So, hey, Paul, how you doing? Sir at the Flippin' Sports Guy. Hope you were doing well. We're hanging out.
Hi, Paul.
We're going a nice short
Hi, Tracy.
stream. Kind of just hook up, talk up. Hi, Tracy. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, everybody's just kind of ending the year. I'm trying to end strong like everybody, and I don't know. And so just
I've been
talking
busy.
about ending strong, you, in case anybody's been on a rock, you had a couple videos you put out in the last like 4 days. So you've had or in the last 5
Yeah.
days, like 2 videos, right? So you've been
Well,
getting
kind of
after
like
it.
what we said. It's been 4 months, and
Right.
I just felt like I had some info that I probably let go. That if I would
Mm-hmm.
have released it when I should have, I would have got a lot of views because we were ahead of the curve with the Wave XLR and the information. And that didn't happen. And I put together some videos that I wouldn't say I'm overly proud of, but the first one was okay. The second one was a little scrappy, but they're out and I got them done, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, and it kind of leads me into what happened today. And I bet you everybody here has had a moment like this. But, I was inspired by your getting these videos out, and we have talked about it. And I really loved how you went out there and just kind of said, I'm just going to get these out. You said you would. You did. And hi, MD. How you doing? I know she's talking to Tracy, but I'm just going to pretend she was
What's up?
also talking about us. Yeah, Shay. Look at that. So, yeah, I just cut it short today. I almost didn't stream tonight because I was having a bad day. I've been working on my first video, and I've been feeling really weird about not having a video out for so long, and it doesn't even matter why. But it's been a rough going for me, and I literally was pushing hard, and then John put his out, and that inspired me really to go, yeah, just finish it out and get part of that energy and stop feeling like you're living in the shadows of what's going on in the recorded video, because I've been kind of feeling a little down about it. And after, 3 months, today I was putting the final touches on it. I put a test up to YouTube to check out the stats for nerds, kind of look at the loudness. Came back and don't know what happened, but I lost everything. The video went kaplunk. And I've never seen anything like that. And all the times I've used DaVinci, I'm usually really good about it. I version all my timelines. All of them were just back reset to like about a month ago. And you know, there's that feeling you get. We all know whether it's this project or something else that we've worked on for so long. That first moment where you start going, whoa, something's different. And I don't want to panic, but there's that gut feeling like, oh my God, something's wrong. Oh my God, something's wrong. And I started seeing some signs, and I kept testing things, and it kept getting worse. And it didn't get better. And no matter what we did, I reached out for some help. And it just didn't work out. Bottom line is, it was gone. I'll let you guys talk. So, you know,
I can't believe
it was devastating. And I guess the question is, why is it devastating? You know, it's just a video, right? And there's so many other bigger things in lives and other things to really be upset about. But it really did hit me. But I thought about it, like, why do we get so upset about our creative work in this case? And then I thought, well, there's some good reasons to be upset about it. I mean, one is I really wanted this out. I was so excited when I woke up this morning going, finally I get it out. I can be part of the team. And to have that happen, I think it just kind of made me feel a little bit bad about myself, that kind of deal. But, I think also it's not embarrassment or anything like that so much, but it does set you back. And look, there's a lot going on. We don't make money when we create right now, really. There's a lot of opportunity cost. We don't make money while we're creating. There's opportunity cost about not spending time with their family, about not self-care. And then when you put so much into it and it happens like that and you lose everything and you feel like the ground's moving underneath you, it does feel bad. And I think it's okay. I mean, we all handle it differently, but I think it's okay to feel bad if your project that you've worked on for so long went in the crapper. Everybody here probably has a story somewhere along the line where they worked on something very hard and it fell out from underneath them, and you're going to feel bad. And I mean, if you have had that happen, put it down in chat. Let me know. I see Rodrigo's I lost a couple projects using Kden Live because of its flawed aspect ratio detection system. It was all there, but it would not export. This is one instance of losing. Oh man. I know too, Brian, I reached out to Brian and we walked through some things. It did not work out. And I will tell you, it's not a DaVinci only problem. It happens with other softwares. It happens with Premiere. I will say that I had done all the right things, but I could have gone a step further. This is a new computer. I reset this computer. When I reinstalled DaVinci, I failed to realize that if you go into the settings, John, they will autosave is check marked.
Autosave.
But the project backups are not for some reason. And it blows people's minds that they don't have that automatically checked. I should have been able to go in there and pop off the iterations from either the last couple hours, the last few days. That did not exist. So I've set that now, and I'll take a harder stance on it. But after years of never having this kind of problem, you get a little careless maybe. I didn't think I was careless, though. I thought I had taken appropriate steps. I moved things to a separate drive, but in this case I got bit, and it's a bummer. Boucher says love the music. Thank you. I'm trying to pick some music tonight that's it's got a little bit of a different wave. I think we're gonna just leave some music on. If it's too loud, let me know. Paul says I was looking at DaVinci today at John's advice. I'm going to download it tonight and test it. I absolutely adore and love DaVinci.
Absolutely,
I really do.
Yeah.
And this is not a knock on DaVinci. Premiere has a lot of the same glitchy weirdness at times. I've never seen this. I have 5 timelines. I could show you right now. I have 5 timeline versions of I back up based on where I'm at. Every one of them reset to whatever timeline was a month ago. It makes no sense. I kept looking and trying to figure out, well, how would this happen? And sometimes you just got to give up. It's like, it happened. It happened. I mean, I could spend hours and hours doing it. I mean, I walked away very frustrated, very down about it because I'm human. Had a coffee, talked to a couple. I reached out to you, Brian, people. And I think that's what's so important about today is I take away from it is that not only am I standing upright tonight, but I'm feeling okay. And I'm feeling like I got this figured out. I'm going to be okay. but I figure I'm better off because of the people I have around me, and never have I ever been so happy to have a group of stream buddies around me as I did today. Because if you guys were all just faces behind keyboards on this chat that I didn't completely adore and know where your spirit of intent was coming from, I wouldn't have wanted to get on the stream tonight. But in fact, because I do know and I do feel welcome in my stream, I really, it was never really a question. Rodrigo says, yeah, we do get laid back. I used to rely too much on hard drives. Yeah, I've been bit by hard drives too, so I'm really good about spreading that out now. And I'm in the middle of a project, though. I thought I was doing okay. I wasn't. I just wasn't. Okay, Rob.
Todd is making a very relatable statement because
I missed it. I'm backing up. Yeah.
Biggest time of year, and this is what he's all about.
I know. I thought of him today.
He's been fighting the C word for weeks, and
I went to think about what to wear tonight, Todd, and I pulled out the shirt, and I realized I hadn't seen you as much. Not necessarily just in the stream, just in general, everything. You could feel that you weren't as active because I knew you'd been kind of down. And I thought, this is tough. Again, I'm feeling bad about myself, but that was kind of what I was doing. I was like, well, other people have things going on. And you kind of came in my mind, like you're dealing with something. You wait all year for this excitement and you put all this energy into it. And I have a lot of empathy for you dealing with this. And so just know that I know John feels the same way. You are not alone. We love what you're doing. We love the spirit that you bring and these shirts. And, big hugs to you, man. I just want you to know that. And, or to anybody who's dealing with something along that line. Bouger says, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, the only thing is for me is like, I know you feel down about it and everything, but the good thing is you didn't lose the footage that's recorded.
Well, that
still
could be
have
worse.
That, right?
Yeah, that I'm more, I was protected. Two things I was protected on that still don't make sense to me or Brian or anybody else. The timelines were a waste. I look back at the timeline I had. I'm like, okay, well, this is where I was. But you do a lot of edit. It's a 13-minute video. A lot of edits, a lot of cuts, a lot of edits. You got to go in and make something that long work when you're doing a first one that wasn't really done with the right probably approach. Beyond the other edits, cleanups, titles. It's a lot of work. Now, my assets will still exist, so that's great. And so, to your point, John, I want that's a good point. So one of the first things I did once my temperature came down and I realized I'm in good hands.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. The first thing you want to do is go, there's nothing good about what just happened here. But what's left? What's positive that I can draw on here? Let me go grab some positives. And I looked around.
Right.
And one of them, just to give you an idea, and this doesn't always work for everybody. I totally can appreciate it. My first thing that I looked at, grab this real quick and drop it over. In my case, I in Notion do live stream pages for each video. So in here, everything's banked up. I have my mind map with all my stuff. But what was big here was, if I can, for some reason, click both. I'm not getting a click on this for some reason. Let me just back it in, back it up. Yeah, this is kind of how my day's going. I have an idea what might be happening here. So my B-roll. This is my B-roll for this video. This is all the edits I did just in B-roll. And they're time-stamped. So I was able to go back and really use this sheet as a cheat sheet to go back and... Because when you lose a video and all the edits... Your mind's mush. You're sad. You're down. You can't even think of where you are. So this became a roadmap, and I just went back and unchecked everything, went back and started taking the assets and slowly firing off. Because I got to tell you, it's not a lot of fun to go back and re-edit something you put so much heart into. The first time through, you're excited. Everything is honest in your editing creativity. The second time through feels like work. And so it's a little drudgery, especially when you're emotionally. But I had some positives. I had the Notion sheet. I had my assets. like you said, I had the timeline. You just try to grab all the positives, put it in a pile, and go, what can I do? And I did all that, got resettled, firmed everything up, cleaned up my failure of process, started over, and then I made traction today. So by the time the streaming time came up tonight, I felt like, well, I'm in the flow, so I'm back into it. So maybe by tomorrow I can even rebuild this thing. It didn't look like that this morning, but so, it's different for everybody. I'm not saying this to be victim woe is me, because I don't feel that way. It's just not that big of a deal in the scheme of life. It's just something I've noticed, like how do you pull yourself out of it? And one is I'm just, again, so thankful for John and also for everybody who helped me and who is here tonight helping me, but also for the process and setting some things up to where when things went south, I had some things to support on and bounce off of, and because the way mine works. Now, John, you might have been able to go, oh, screw it, I'm just going to record again.
I did not message you today because I just couldn't. I didn't know what to say. I know that there was nothing that I could say that would make anything better. And a lot of times I'll stick my foot in my mouth because I'm a lot of times, you know how I am. It's just, I've been there. I've done exactly what you've done before. Yeah. And then my whole thing is then I sit there for 8 hours straight again and do the whole thing.
Just grinding out of sheer,
that's it.
And I didn't have that in me today. I think I just felt so defeated because it's been so long, and I was so excited.
But there's a lot going on with your particular situation, right? So it's here you are live streaming for months and months, and you did your trailer, and this is truly your first video. And so there was the anticipation, the buildup. You wanted to get it done in 3 to 4 weeks. It's been 3 to 4 months, and so you'd had to totally revamp everything you've been doing for months and say, I need to stop being so hard on myself. I need to be able to produce content and be happy with the results, and don't hold myself so high of a standard, and be okay with it. And that's been really hard for you and many other people for that matter. And I'm the kind of one, right, where it's like Jeff came to me yesterday or the day before, and he's like, I said, I just threw this video up and whatever, I have to get this stuff out. And he's like, when I look at that, it just gives me a little bit of hope with things that I don't have to beat myself down to be putting out something that has to be all the way up here. Because he struggles with that like a lot of other people do. Whereas I am not happy with it, but I do what I can because I know it's my best for how much time I have allocated in my life. And I can live with it, and I can improve upon it, and I just get it done. But it was, for me, Jeff, it was also like 4 months of not doing a video, and to get back into it was a great thing, and I feel fantastic about that because I'm going to get 2 more done this week. And I'm just going to keep on forging ahead.
All that exactly right. And I was so caught up in it. And then I was like, God, I'm finishing mine. So now I feel like I'm a part of the team. And you know what I mean? Like, you just feel like you're doing something.
Part of the team.
You know what I mean?
Not part of the team.
That's maybe not the right term.
I know what you're saying.
But you just feel like I want to move through this passageway. And I had made the deal in my head about the great compromise. And so I was ready to move on. So this made me feel like, it's just another hole to wade into.
I know, another hurdle.
It is. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Aloha, sir. I'll catch up on stuff here real quick, guys, because I know I got behind. And
it's another hurdle, and it's
another hurdle. There's never enough time to get anything done, but celebrate what you got done. Yes, I'm trying to. Tommy, how you doing, sir? It's great to see you. Happy holidays. That's the other thing. Is like I've been working so hard on this lately to get it done. And opportunity costs you. You're not in people's streams, or you're not really, what are people doing? I've lost sight a little bit of it. I was hoping to get back to some normalcy and balance, and I will. I'm not going to let this, when I really sat down and thought about it, I realized I wasn't starting from ground zero, but I had to accept my fate. And that is, I'm going to have to redo this whole video editing over and just be okay with it. And I have some thoughts about that, but let's get caught up on the chat here.
It's almost like everything we talked about with you being okay with whatever gets out was just shoved down your throat like castor oil. Right.
Yeah, it was just like a plunger. Just take it, sir.
Oh, you're happy with this? No.
No, not at all.
That's not going to happen like that.
No. Rodrigo says, when I had the first version of my channel, my whole machine crashed, so I was only left with audio and had to recreate all the, 27 hours almost nonstop using Vegas for the first time. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, there's a part of me that just wanted to, you're either angry and but I think I was a little more defeated today. I'd stayed up also really late. Like I was up to like 4 a.m. because I was like, I'm just going to finish a couple things, get it, and I'll be ready to go.
Yes.
Then my dryer broke and I had to call. We got to get a guy over here now this morning to fix a dryer because it's the holiday season and you need your dryer not working. And I'm dealing with all that. And somewhere along the line, it went south. Hi, Amy. And there's the person who probably saved me from finding a ladder this morning. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh, Brian.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
Don't let it get you down. It was rough. And Brian, I appreciate it. Brian been there as well. And Brian just kind of went the road of saying, I'm not going to give you platitudes here. Okay, this sucks. But here, let's try this. This. We did. Because I don't need platitudes. I don't need a Hallmark card, okay? This will make you a stronger person. No, shut up.
Good. I'll take that back today.
Take that card back with the candy? No, send the candy.
Drop that off at the dollar store.
Yeah, I mean, we worked through some things and then realized, and then, we went down some suggestions about, again, more preventive medicine that I could have taken. And I already did that, Brian. I've already gone down those streams. Thank you very much. And again, it was really, really comforting to be able to reach out to somebody besides going up to YouTube and I don't know anybody and pulling up trying to do research on Google. What happens when my Da Vinci dies and how do I get over this pain? There's no getting over that pain, but in a way, just talking to you, venting, and Brian giving me an ear and feeling my pain, he helped share that a little bit, and I immediately felt better and grounded. And so thank you so much for that, Brian. That was a huge deal for me today.
And the thing is, when you're exactly right what you said before, H2, exactly what you said before is Premiere Pro is known to just shut down. It is.
Yeah, it happens.
And it happens quite a bit also. And
now, I have had a crash here, there. During the week, I'll have a crash or two. I have too many things open. I don't know if that's a problem with DaVinci, but I will force feed my resources. I've never lost any work on the autosave in years. The autosave in DaVinci is fantastic. The joke of this one is there was no crash. I'm working and I'm literally like I'm watching. Edit is like it's like watching Back to the Future where the photo is starting to fade out. You're losing everybody. Right. I'm like, wait, where's my animation going? Where's my titles going? And your heart's like, okay, you're fine. This can't be real. And once you realize this got real, and I started going into the timelines and they're all messed up, I'm like, okay, so this is gonna suck a little bit. And it did suck a little bit. And then I said to John, I'll be honest with you, I said to John about 5 minutes afterwards, I don't want to stream tonight. Because that's your initial reaction, right? I don't want to do anything. I want to go find the covers, get under the covers of my dogs, eat some ice cream.
And there was months ago, I had that night. Months. It was like when we first started streaming, I remember saying, I don't even know if I'm going to stream tonight.
You did, yeah.
And I was like, and I ended up doing it, and I kind of knew that you would too, because I know what goes through your head is like, I'm not giving up this streak. I'm not going to stop it now because of this. And I know exactly what you're thinking. That's why I made no comment again.
No, I knew you were there though. I knew if I reached out to you, you'd be there. But we have an unspoken word. Tommy said this makes the Filmora $69 a year worth $1 million. Well, maybe. I mean, I like Filmora. It's no DaVinci.
Yeah, it's not even on the same level, but
it works. It'll get a lot done, but it's a toy compared to DaVinci. But you can get great work out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I would recommend Filmora all day, all night, though.
That's what I love. I love Filmora.
I would say if you weren't going to get DaVinci, which is free, and you weren't going to use Adobe, this would be my third choice, and I would pay for it.
Yep.
And I would use it. So,
Tommy, mine autosaves. That's not the issue. This was beyond that. There's a bigger glitch that happened It was almost like autosave went crazy and decided to like unboot and grab something from a month ago. There's no rhyme or reason. We can't figure it out. What happened here? I've gone online. Premiere, DaVinci, these things happen when you are just cramming lots of edits and doing lots of things with all the cache issues. Also, it could have been a human error along the way that I don't remember, like I don't recognize. I can't totally take out human error here. There could have been something that I
you never can.
snapped.
You never can.
No. So, but yeah, you're right. Filmore is great, and it's worth
I used to have
$69. It's great.
I had an old boss. My old boss, every time you try to make like an excuse on something in your machine, he's like, no, it's human error.
It's human error. This is an idiot. This is an idiot thing right here. Brian Griffin, how you doing?
90% of the time.
Oh, Tweety Bird finally gave him a notice. Well,
Hey,
that's
Brian.
good because sometimes my notices don't go out. But so I had a whole other thing to do here. But you know what? I thought everybody goes through this. It's I turned into a little John speak there. What's the word? Carthetic. We're both going to look like absolutely clowns here. Somebody help me. Put the word in there. You guys know what I'm talking about. It makes you feel better.
Part of that.
It's Oh my God. I feel like my brain's mush.
Kahlua.
Yeah, I wish I was making it up, Tommy. That would have been, I got to tell you, you should have been there. Ask my wife what happened around 10 o'clock this morning.
I can tell by the text. You weren't making it up. I was like,
that shit,
God.
no, it's not even memory. No, my memory's really good. My resources weren't even really to process. Something else happened. And I wish I could tell you it's a great, I think.
Cathartic.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, she's got it.
The truth of it is
you
can never have enough memory, but I wasn't even doing anything, man.
Yeah, something
So
else.
it wasn't a save problem. Something else happened. My saves were all there. It's just that it reverted back, and we're trying to figure out. I got to do a little deeper dive and see if there's anybody else has run into a situation like that. But look, I would have been saved by having the project backups check marked it's buried in the preferences. But I did not, and I guess for me, I did that whole assumption thing where I assumed that would have been check marked out of the box when you install. It is not. There's a lot of great Filmora tutorials out there. You could do so much. Freeside, I'm a big fan of the Freeside.
I was just gonna say Daniel Battelle. Yeah, that's who you got.
Battelle's got some great stuff. Thank you for. That was bothering me. So thank you for the people who actually graduated. Car thought
And then I would get
you couldn't do it.
I would get Filmora 10 too. I think it's $99 for that, but that's the one you want to get.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, Tommy. If Aini had been next to me when that all went down, that might have been the first time that pinata got opened up.
The candy would have been eaten.
The candy would have been eaten out of that pinata. Yeah. No, it's not Windows because Brian and them, they all use Premiere on Mac and they have it happen too. I think there's this thing where people think it's just Windows or it's just DaVinci where these things happen. These editors, and it happens in the sound ones too. I'll have it happen in Pro Tools. It'll also happen, which is Mac, or it'll happen in something like Cakewalk or Sonar. These are massive programs and things can get sideways really quick, which is why you have to have a version control on these things. And I thought it did, but
I did my research and the complaints that I used to find all the time with Premiere and with DaVinci. And then actually after I think you got into DaVinci 16, that's when things started getting a lot better.
Yes.
17 has gotten a heck of a lot better.
I will tell you, 15 and 14 were always like
shaky.
Wild West, shaky. You knew. And I think what happened is with 16 on, I was doing projects. I was getting comfortable. And I had a process, but I was getting comfortable. And I got my timeline version, this and that, right? I don't know, man. Nixon, what's up? That's where I'm just.
Up?
That's a long what's up, my friend. I had to go. What's up? Yeah, Cubase is pretty stable.
But
I mean, again, I think the video. I've had more problems with video than I have had with sound.
I mean, if you go back 2 years ago, OBS was shaky, man. OBS is like solid as a rock nowadays, too.
It is. It was shaky.
So many things have gotten better.
They are, and DaVinci's great. And let's just say that I don't want to pound
DaVinci's
on them
awesome.
because I really don't know what happened. There's something odd
Right.
here, and Brian makes a point here when he says it's a head scratcher. It is a head scratcher, and now that I've had some distance, you gotta wonder, in the midst of having an appliance guy here and this and being tired, did I keyboard shortcut something? Did I did I just destroy all my history? What, it makes no sense because the file itself was
Bad things
fine. All the
happen.
essence, you know.
When you
Bad
when
things
you
happen
work
here,
till
too.
4 o'clock in the morning too, because you're trying to get things done, and that's where you tend to make the
It's
biggest
true.
mistakes too.
Yeah,
And then and then eventually at some point in
It's
your
true.
life, you're like, I'm gonna learn my lesson. Like
No.
at some points, I'll be like, 11, 12 o'clock, man. Tonight is the night I need to turn everything off and go
Yes.
to bed. And I've been doing that the actual last couple nights. Everybody has noticed that my mood's been better.
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
output and production's been better. Everything, because I've been burning my candle for months.
I mean,
and
I was
months.
good. That's the whole thing. And yeah, I went to bed a
can't
little
beat
late,
Dan
but I
Steve,
was
not
done.
everybody.
I was done. I had everything going, and it's so sad that you get to the point where you're just testing up a little push up to YouTube. Got it done. I was just getting my description, and it's just like a
I know.
bomb went off. You
This is
gotta
the
laugh,
deal,
but
bro.
it's just it's.
You're gonna
just-
blow past this,
I am gonna blow.
and by
past this,
next
yeah.
week, this time, you're gonna get that video out.
No,
next week,
I think I can.
this
Well,
time.
the question is, should I put? I can probably get it done in the next day or two. But the question is,
Always
you
should
put it up during the
out.
holidays?
Don't wait ever.
Okay.
Yep.
That's your
Never
answer.
wait.
okay, there you go. That's the answer. I thought that was the
Especially
answer, but
at
I
your
just wanted
first
to hear from you.
video.
That's a new way of threatening the someone. The candy is about to be expelled from your pinata, sir. No, I actually hugged it at the end of the day, and you know what? Somebody made a comment about my background recently, and they took good energy from it, which, by the way, is a lovely thing. It's one thing to say, oh, your background looks nice. Tonight it's dark because it matched my demeanor. If I could have done the stream from under the covers
boy.
with a flashlight, I'd have done it. Oh boy. So I went with a little moody tonight, so I apologize, but I don't apologize. And but I thought,
have to change things.
yeah, you do that. You get down here. You get down here in the cave with me, friend. We're gonna go Osama bin Laden in this stream. But
There we go.
I thought it was really nice. So this person said, it seems like you really like your surroundings, you know, the fairy and Ani. And I'm like, I do. I mean, we work a lot alone in this case. I really do. I've been a freelancer for over 25 years, but you need to have a space. It's music choices, it's lighting choices, but these are my friends, man. When things go sideways, I don't need to turn around and see like clothes on the floor and overhead flashing lights from like in an office. Okay. When things go bad, I need comfort. And that was that. And then in a way, I was very fortunate to be able to come on stream and knew you guys are going to be on here tonight. I beat my pinata ass first, so it craps candy. I mean, it makes sense. It's probably the most efficient way to do that. Oh no, is this true?
So
Scammers hacked my mama's computer today, and they hit her bank for 300. They conned her into calling them and giving. Her bank caught it though bad.
yeah, that happens every day. Yep.
There's a scamming guy who does scamming with the voice thing on. There's a huge channel I've been watching, and he reverse scams people from across the sea, and it's hilarious to watch him waste their time and money and be able to actually track them down. But I'm amazed. It is sad, and it's always sadly older people who don't have the money and the margin to lose, who get hit by these scammers. So let's all remind people when we can to just do not give this information out. It's tough.
Absolutely.
Hey Dan, how you doing, my friend? I think it looks great, Jeff. Love the not focused background lights. Yeah, I kind of, in the moody way, I just tucked everything in a little closer tonight and kind of went with it. And you know, I've been trying to emulate my Dan C. Beer stuff, but no matter what I do, I'm still not having 500 people watch me. But that's okay. We're building like Dan, slow, steady, and with the right people. Jim Boswell, I'm sorry I skipped over you. Hello, everyone. Jim says, I'm very happy to see the J. Smith appears to look like he is back to normal. So yeah, I do have a theory about my file. So last Thursday, if you watched last Thursday, there was this idiot little elf Jordy who jumped on the stream with you and took my spot, right? So that was a whole thing. Man, we talked about that. And if anybody was here on Thursday on John's stream, yeah, I wasn't there. And he kept telling everybody I was drunk laying on the floor. That was his story. But look, when I woke up, there was a half a box of Benadryl, okay, and some ice cream. So clearly my ice cream got Benadryl, and little Jordy knocked me out. I suspect that he put something in my computer, and I just don't trust these elves, John. And it's my conspiracy theory is that little Jordy.
Never trust an elf on the shelf.
I'm just saying. Sammy, superstar, rocking the Christmas background. Yeah. Sadly, it's ending, right?
Hi, Sammy.
In a way, or happily it's ending. I don't know how you want to look at it. You know, I might get one more stream out of some of this, but obviously this is the last big one here. Patrick, I didn't mean to skip over you.
I'm going to do one on Thursday.
Just saying hello, huh? What?
I'm going to do one on Thursday.
I saw your Instagram. I appreciated that. A little animation thing. You're getting all frisky with it. I love it. About your Thursday stream. What?
I don't know. I made it because I see other people using Instagram and they're good at it. Like Shay.
I thought you did fine.
MD picker. She's
Dan's really good at it too.
Ken's good at it.
Thank you,
and
Dan.
Dan's good at it. Right. And I'm like, I got to start using this a lot more effectively. So I'm trying to just do things that are really simple.
I am a huge fan of the potential of Instagram. I've seen it with all my musician friends, and I've used it for my own musician stuff. It does work. I haven't done it yet with this because I can't even get a video out. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. But I watch people like Dan and Ken and other ones, Zan. I mean, I've a whole bunch of people who utilize Instagram that I think very well. And I thought what you did today was really good. Dude, you did it, okay? That's the point, is you did it.
Got to put something out.
You put something out, and someday when I get my videos out, I'm going to do the same thing, and then I'll morph in Instagram and start leveraging that really well. But we follow these people. Follow Dan's, follow Zan's, follow John and Ken and all those people who are doing Instagrams and get inspired by that.
I'm going to have to have a conversation with one of these guys because, like, there's things that I'm going to have to just watch stuff or do something because there's things that I don't know what I can do and what I can do. I just found out by like looking it up that unless you have 10,000 followers, you can't even add a link.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, okay.
It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
But you will eventually, and it'll work out. So Dr. Rob really does I think 17's been the deal breaker. And I will say this, for those using 17, I have run my test. I've mentioned it. Have you used the 265 encoder over the 264 and noticed any? Why?
I don't, to be honest with you, it doesn't take much time at all for any.
Yeah,
videos,
I mean, I have been because my video was like almost 15 minutes long. So when you do
4K, 4K is like with an 8-minute video. Yeah, is literally like.
No, I'm not saying. I get it, and I'd be fine too. I'm just noticing. I'm just testing it to see. Obviously, if you're doing an hour-long videos where you're really going to see the benefit, but it is massive. It's more to the point of just trying it to see. It has an effect, and so them adding that in there. No, and that's fire. I just did it to play around. I'll be honest with you. Even for a 13-minute video, you're going to gain a good percentage, but how much is that really helping you? I don't know, but why not run it? Why not save a minute? I don't know. Why not get used to it? It's not going to hurt you unless somebody else has a thought on that. But I'm just, DaVinci's 17 on has been really good.
Right. 17 on is awesome. Tracy's saying that you can add Linktree to your bio. The thing is, the only thing I use is Instagram and I have a Facebook group, but maybe I could do it for that. You know what I want to start? My main goal right now is to get and sign up for Kitco. So that is Kitco is where you can go and infiltrate the page with all your stuff that is links to Amazon. So this way you could just not have like all these links in your videos, and you could just hit Kitco, and then they can go in there and see everything that you have. Okay. And so I want to get that done because I think that will be really effective more than anything right now is to get that done.
Okay. Well,
so that's my goal also in the next couple weeks.
So Patrick's laying one. You should
Yeah, I
always
know, I
wait to
saw
put up the
it. That's why
video
I
to
was
make sure
laughing
it's perfect
before.
and edit the heck out of it until you hate it. And just, you know what's so
You know
funny
why?
about
Because
Go ahead.
Patrick's probably a lot like that, and
I think
all
so.
of us are probably a lot like that. I think about it, but I just swallow my pride and just do what because here's the thing. Listen, I have said this a million times, so I'm a broken record. If you go and look at my horrible videos, none of them are fantastic. They just give information about some things and even opinions, and they still get, 5,000, 3,000, 1,000, 8,000 views. And so when I saw that happening last year, I just said to myself, I just got to keep creating no matter what. And then I just got to go and do some live streams and just keep going. And so, and you get better as you go. Like you really do. There's no doubt about it. So, and I'm not even at 100 videos yet, so.
You will be soon, at this pace. So I'm just dropping it quick as we're talking. I'm testing out some new ideas to try to find ways to present some questions as I go. So just the questions are what they are tonight, guys. I did them like 10 minutes before I got on stream. And I'm like, I have to do, because again, what's the other takeaway when things go bad? Look for the positives, look for your friends, your peers and our stream buddies or whatever in your world. And the other one is try to just do one thing positive, even if it's small. This is not what I really wanted to do. I had other grander questions, but you know what? They're up. They'll get me moving forward. But I did have a few questions. Go ahead. What's your thought?
Can I say something quick? Because I see in the chat, Brian said, just a reminder to be kind to yourself.
Yeah, I saw it.
Here's the thing, and this is the reality of it, right? And Amy reinforces that. But it's just like, you look around, Jeff, how many people have learned as much about streaming as you have in 6 months? I would venture nearly no one. So I would think that you got to just, I know we, forced ourselves into this whole thing and now this other side, but I know how it is because you wanted to get where you were, and that video was right there at your fingertips, ready to be. It's like having a meal show up and as you're walking the plate over to the table, the plate drops on the floor and breaks with the meal on the ground. I get it.
Kid Boba. Yeah, and to your point, John, guys ever get to a point where there may be reasons, there may be some middling excuses, but you talk about something, you want it done, you're excited to talk about it, then you realize that you've been talking and it's not getting done for whatever reason, and life can be unfair at times too. You just get to the point where you're tired of hearing your own voice on it, and then when that happens, again, it was just like, how do you tell people? Because now it's like, oh, I'm here, and then it's like, it's gone, and I'm embarrassed to even tell anybody at that point because it's like, you've been talking about it. Here we go. Dan says, love those reverse scam channels. Yeah, Mark Roper works with one. Okay, I can't remember the guy's name. He's really progressed, and he's uses the same voice that Tommy uses for the old woman voice, and it's hilarious to watch him run these people down. Though it also feels good. It feels good to know he's wasted their time, and then he goes in and he actually reverse gets into their computer, steals all of their list, and it sometimes finds people who are on the phone, calls them, and he stops them from getting scammed. It's really incredible stuff. So cool. I'm just curious if anybody's ever gotten socks for Christmas, because I have. Brian says, I like watching the anti-scammers. Those are funny videos. They are funny, and I mean sad but funny. And yes, they keep the scammers busy, wasting time. They ought to be a paying job. I agree. I think a couple of them are making pretty good money, but yeah, it's a lot of work. So Dr.
Me and
Rob,
my wife did it.
Is that right?
A couple of weeks ago.
Oh, where you kind of just hang on?
Months and months and months. They keep on calling about this piece of property in Newark, and they keep on saying the same address. Sure. And then, so me and my wife, I got on the phone and I just told them, listen, we have the realtor's taken all the bids by this Sunday, and the person with the highest offer, and we just went on and on. So you need to contact, and we said all this stuff, and then they didn't call us after that.
No, they're done with you. You're wasting time. That's funny. I've done it too, where I've kept people online, just like, I got time, man. Just I'm gonna put you over here, and I'll get my credit card, and an hour later, I still haven't got my credit card because I can't find it. Yeah, the link tree. I'm gonna catch up here. I know I'm behind. Let's get you caught up.
And then,
Brian says
are awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna get onto him in a second. I'd be stoked to get some nice socks for Christmas. It's funny. For a while, I was like, stop getting me socks. And then after a while, I'm like, I need some good socks again, because I really got into the like funky socks. Have you ever seen the funky socks where they got all these weird things on them? They're really comfortable. It's the brand called Funky Socks. There are some ripoffs, but they're not as comfortable. Boucher Prepper says, I have to practice on a 17. I can't figure things out without looking up a video. That's part of it. Right now, I can't figure out how to do transitions.
Yeah.
Send me a DM if you ever need help. We can get on. Transitions are not bad at all, but I totally understand.
Right to your left. They're even easier now too, because
they're
when you
so
take
easy
those,
now.
like, now they center them and drop them right in the middle automatically.
Yeah.
You don't even need to place. It's like, but the thing is, make sure you're up on 17.4 or whatever it is. The
17.4 is the best update so far they've had, for sure.
I think, J.A., do you have a guy that you use all the time for?
I got two. I use Mr. Alex Tech and, oh my gosh. What's his name? Probably the same guy you use. He's got a good sense of humor.
I got a New Jersey guy, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Who?
I got a New Jersey guy that I use, and his name is Jason Jason.
He's a bald guy.
Yadlovsky?
Yep, yeah.
Yadlovsky.
Starts with a Y, doesn't it?
Jason. Yadlovski.
He's one. Actually, I took a look at a run at his today, looking at something about. I was looking at chapters for the YouTube stuff. He's one, and there's one more. I'll grab his name as soon as I get a break. I'll check on because he's
I just like him because
fantastic.
he moves really fast.
He does,
which I like.
They
at
all,
times.
they all pretty.
And
They
then
all
there's-
do though. I think.
Well, there's another guy, Jamie something, and he's like a little slower, and sometimes that's good if I don't catch on to the same thing, So I'll switch it up.
Tracy, I love to get socks, but damn well better get something more personal as well. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what I want anymore at this age. I'm like, socks is fine. Give me socks and give me a Amazon gift card because I need so much stuff right now. What's more personal than socks? Oh, never mind. It's true.
I had like one thing, and it was like I said, if anybody wants to get me something, they don't know what to get me. I said, it's a charger for all 3 Rode Wireless Go 2s.
Okay.
So they just go right into this little charger box, and they just all plug in to the box.
Oh, sure.
And then you just plug one connection into it, and they charge all at the same time. And that was like one thing I wanted.
I think you're right. Kit Boga is the one who does the grandma voice. I can't remember her name. Evelyn. Her name is
that's
Evelyn.
What Tommy said.
It's hilarious. I know. I saw it, and it rung a bell, but I was thinking about something, and he just got me with the grandma voice.
57 Houston Street. Oh God.
John, they just called.
That's what they said.
Oh my God,
Houston.
that's
Do
hilarious.
you want to sell your property? Like, how many times do you have to hear this?
So but not if you don't have enough clip to transition. It won't drop. That's what I don't know how to do. You can size the transition, and now there's limits, but I mean,
Anything you want. Yeah.
You can grab it, and once you get it in, now you don't always have to put the transition in the middle between the two clips. You can actually put it just inside too if you just get the right drag. But you can size up that transition tighter or longer, depending on what you want. That may not be what you're saying, but just in case. There you go. Vinny, I was very personal with my socks during my teen years. Oh my goodness. I knew it. I knew when I started reading it was a poor choice.
Sock it to him.
Sock it to him. All right, so let me try another one just to see how this next one, because I'm just working these glitches here a little bit. Let me see how they work out here. I don't know if I like this particular means as putting up a thing. So if you do Christmas lights, or if you are just enjoy lights on trees, doesn't really matter. Do you prefer colored or white lights? This is a battle for some families, I've noticed. I don't understand why. We go back and forth. Sometimes we do color. Sometimes we do white. Depends on the mood. Do you have a color preference for your trees, John?
I come from a non-racist family, so I always go with.
Oh my God! I always got to make it hard.
Doesn't really matter.
You took something so innocent and you made it so hard for me. Thank you.
Probably everybody was thinking it. So,
No, they weren't.
but
No, they weren't.
but I
Yes,
the thing
terrible.
is, I think it really depends on how it's decorated, because
That's true.
sometimes things look really elegant, and things with the white lights look really cool, and then other times like the green and the red just look really cool too. So it really depends. I could like either or, so it doesn't matter.
I've noticed that, like, it depends if you're going to use
Black lights.
certain color ornaments, or if you're going to go
more
like
shimmering.
a lot.
Oh,
If
slim.
we have some glass stuff. Sometimes the whites just look better. I don't know. You're right.
Colored
Brian makes a great suggestion here, by the way. If you don't have enough video to make a transition, you can cut down and slow down the end of the video, or grab a freeze frame to transition over. Brian taught me how to do a lot of cool things. One thing he taught me how to do was some speed ramping, and that really something I used in this video. It came in so handy to deal with something. So Sammy likes to color
Yeah.
some of the old school, and the whole thing is like I really like the old school, like those big ones with like they were not the LEDs. But the LEDs LEDs are just so over
Old
bright
school.
now. You know what I mean? I kind of prefer the white LEDs over the colored LEDs. They're getting better though, but I kind of like the old school. But they'll burn the old school ones, but they burn your house down. So yes, black lights are more slimming for the tree.
They take more energy.
They take more energy, so we don't use them. Jim, I'm just gonna put it up here because it's true. The best gift is the love from your family members that you care about the most. And I think you hit a certain age where, my father's in a nursing home, and I see when I go there, I think to myself, they don't care what they got when they're in their 30s, 40s, and 50s for Christmas. What they care about is love and company and feeling connected to the outside world. And so, these gifts are fun at the moment, but also I think love and connecting and helping others is always going to be the thread that's better. I think everybody, health.
Your health.
Oh my God,
and
health.
love from your family are the most important things.
I'm glad you said that. Health is so, yes. Rodrigo says, I'll head out to record a video. Hopefully I can catch some more of the stream. I'll just thank you for stopping in and dropping.
Good luck, man.
Dropping your stuff. I really appreciate your words and your support. And today it really meant a lot. And I told John when we got on, I said, I don't know how this is going to go. You don't know how you'd like to think you're better than all this, and you're just going to come out and be great. And I'm like, or am I going to come out and be mopey? And I don't want to be that person because it serves nobody.
Exactly.
And, but I tell you, it was easy because of John. John knows how to, I think, handle me. And,
no, I didn't know. Today was the worst. I was like, I didn't know what this
Maybe that
for sure. Hey,
and
Chris,
I get that,
hey,
man. I know you're there. That's Jim, green lights and some red. Chris, tree has both colors.
I was literally.
That's funny.
I was literally gonna be like, should I type something back or should I just?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you in that.
Anything?
I didn't want to leave you holding a bag. I thought you were just busy. I let you do your thing.
I was busy. I was busy today. It's been a busy week, but yesterday I was in New York early in the morning. The whole day was busy, but I just didn't know what to say because nothing makes anything better. At that point.
And I think
I was just like,
I think I would also hope to think that you know me better by now. That if if I need to reach out to you, I will. That I needed to vent. I needed to tell to you that hey, something went sideways. I just need to tell somebody that I think will understand. And you're right. The words don't really help, but just knowing that someone is there going, I get you, man. I feel it. When you do that with you and a couple other people like Brian, and I think I sent a note to Cashew, and everybody wrote back and was so kind, and I think it dissipates. Everybody just absorbs the energy and helps take that blunt force out a little bit. And that's I wasn't meaning to put that on people. Steve, much love and aloha, everyone. I have to get back to work. You do that, and just know that we are there with you. And we adore you. And if we don't see you, we may see you on Thursday. But if for some reason I don't, which I can't imagine, but if Thursday night you're not in John's stream, have a happy holiday, my friend. And
have a great holiday. Yeah, if we don't see you.
No questions about John. Handling JA will be entertained. You know what? Open season. Let it through. Don't even hold back if they they wanna. All right. So
I
our
don't
next
ever hold back. So
no. Well, these people, it could get ugly.
Well, that's not true. I do hold back a little bit.
You do.
Not-
I mean,
not
not much. I hold back a little more than you, although
Right.
I'm finding myself less and less wanting to, but in a different way. So on that note, what would you do differently if you started over with YouTube? And this might be more of like, I should have done this. And I get it. I get it. I know there's a lot of things, and it doesn't even have to be that well thought out. Just if there's something just gnaws at you where you're like, oh man, yeah, absolutely. If I was starting over again, I would tell my younger self to go X, Y, or Z, learn this, do this, not worry about this. You know what? Drop that in there because it might help somebody, especially someone like me who lost his mind today. The pleb, what's up, dudes? Merry Christmas and Happy
I think
New
the
Year.
first thing I would have done. Hey, what's up, pleb?
Pleb, so great to see you.
As another person besides Dr. Rob is pleb that got the Wave XLR, and
know.
he's messing around with
It's great.
VSTs and stuff. So I'm really proud of you guys for doing that stuff. I just updated with the new firmware and had to reallocate some of them. I'm not finished yet, by the way, too. So I have to get mine set up. But I think I would have reached out to Vinny sooner. That's what I would have done. I would have reached out to Vinny Portelli sooner and got him on board.
Okay. That makes some sense. Although I would have felt like now you'd be like, maybe I would have blocked Vinny. I would have put up some buffer so Vinny couldn't hunt me down. We love Vinny. I'm just kidding. TH Dew says, I'm holding back. Don't hold. Well, maybe it's wise that you hold back, TH. So Tommy, is this true? Did this happen? Did you just put John under the bus? Did John messaged me and told me the story and laughed at it, Jeff? Did he do the whole the head back laugh, the whole evil and his cat petting it? Yeah, I can see.
I have to get Tommy back because I don't feel like we lay enough sarcasm on his streams. I try to. He tries to avoid me. I think when I do that.
Oh, he's good at sidestepping your sarcasm. He is. He's like a guy looking out for dog poop. He's like, no. He's looking. He's like minefields everywhere, and he's like, I'm not doing it.
Tracy and Tommy were asking where you were again Saturday. I said, "Well, listen, I'm not his keeper. I don't know where he is."
First of all, I'm not getting those notifications. Second of all, I know I'm not in Tommy's like I want to be, not need to be, but want to be. And part of it's because I have some things going on this holiday, and I'm trying to work. Damn it.
Yeah.
But I need to get balance back. There's no doubt about it. And Tommy's one of those streams. I don't go because I need to go into Tommy's. They truly are fun to go into, and I do like how they do their community. I do like where their topics go. And on a Saturday night, the topics just work for me. Okay, and the mindset works for me. It's like going to a bar for me. I don't stream the same way, and that's fine. And I like what they do, and I enjoy being a part of their audience. So I appreciate they ask. I will come in there and I'll make life miserable for them more than they know.
They had this guy Sonny on. He seemed like a pretty cool. So Dancy had a great interview with the bearded lady, and that was really cool, right? And then Tommy had Sonny on Saturday, excuse me, and Sonny seemed really cool too. And so I just checked out a couple of streams. I mean, here's the thing. We talked about this too, is like you try to support as many people as you can to get to a certain level as much as you can. And then also you got to get your own stuff done too. So that's what's important.
Well, my pattern,
you can watch, but.
So my process was got in. I don't even know what streaming is. John is a little ahead. He's certainly more knowledgeable than I was. And I tried to keep up. It's not easy to keep up with John, people. And I wanted to. It's not that John was like, you have to. I just wanted to. I enjoy it. Oh. We work together.
We've had someone else too. Try to keep up with Dan.
Yeah. And so
everybody is.
No, but it's good. It's an accountability thing. And I love it. I love it. It's a friendly, not really competition, but it's a friendly nudge and once in a while a pull. And it's done out of love and with the right spirit of intent. And I enjoy it. It works for me. But at some point I realized I need to get videos done, and I'm very busy with life. And I just kind of had to say enough of going into everybody's streams right now. I'll go back into definitely doing it. And there's a handful of streams I will always go into because they were so important and near and dear to where I am right now. Laquita and Corey, Dan's, Tommy's. I mean, it goes on and on. just big thing. I just want to stop here for quick. And so Bourget says, not going to sub on channels just because someone asked you to. Yeah. Yeah. We all do that. Like I look back at my hangups about, what would I start over doing? Yeah. I definitely would probably treat things a little bit differently. I don't know. Where do you fall in on here? Because
things are tough like that, though. Bourget Prepper. Like, I think it's tough because we all want to grow to a certain point, right? So, kind of feel like there's a certain amount, and we use this word and overly, right? Organically, but the truth of the matter is, organically is all relative, and so if you're all trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Also with trying to get your watch hours, and there's a lot of seriousness about you making videos and putting the work in, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And especially if it's the right people. I mean, you're gonna have people that aren't the right people, and that gets figured out fairly quick. And you know, I here's a shocking thing, right? I looked back and I look at my subscribers, and based off of the last year and a half, I've had about 250 people disappear or unsubscribe. Sure. And so those people could have old accounts, non-existent accounts, fake accounts, whatever it is. It's going to happen. And I never looked at that before. I never saw that. I never cared about that. And I just saw it this past week, and I was like, wow, you know, and I was kind of surprised actually. But it's just, I think that just happens in general, you know, and I just keep moving forward with trying to expand. And so you try to support the people that support you. And there's a certain amount of
there's going to be
truly organic.
There's going to be flow. I think you should allow yourself to have ebbs and flows where you spend your time, because it's too. And then there was the other issue of, I really wanted to get back to also of consuming more knowledge, of teaching myself some things, of getting into some reading on some subjects that I want to do for my solo streams. So there's, how much time do we have, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to balance that out.
So much, but there's the reciprocation too, right?
Yes.
When people truly support you, that's how you know who you should be supporting. So I think it's true. I was out there spreading myself too thin, actually. My value is too great. And I give back to probably too many people, but the fact of the matter is I'm going to learn to make sure that I give the information to the people that reciprocate, you know, everything else also. So if someone is in our streams and they're supporting us a lot because they do want to learn, I am absolutely going to go and spend. I mean, Dr. Rob Allen is a perfect example. I've spent an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours with him on a StreamYard chat. Okay. And time is rough for me to find sometimes. So when people give of their heart, I'm more apt to give of my heart. And Dan C is busy, and Tommy is busy, and Tracy is busy, and Jim Boswell is, and Bourget Prepper, and they're all here, you know. And then
what happens is you end up
try to remember those things.
You do. And then when you can't do it, you feel guilt a little bit, you know. So there's like, not shame, but like, it's like, oh yeah, I know I haven't been in Tommy's, and I know he's fine with it and he likes to play fun, but you know, I want to reciprocate more to people. I just got to get caught up, right? I want to get caught up here. Yeah, Brian, I hear you. He'd stress less. I think stressing less would be one I know I would. Rodrigo said, let me get caught up here. Still here testing camera so I can say my channel is the second version of my 2019. Easier to make videos and shorter videos. That's the change I made. Okay. Well, I'm going through some rethoughts on that changes as well. So,
hey, Haz.
I'll catch you on Haz. I'd like to have you guys back on after the holidays. Was a great chat. I would love to come on, Tommy, and I'm honored that you would even.
After the holidays, that'd be a great idea.
I would love it. I think it would be fun to just do a checkup. We're more familiar. I think it'd be a lot of fun to have that hang and just know I do appreciate you. And you will get tired of me in your streams, I guarantee you. Only if we all wear llama pajamas. Fine. Fine with me. You already have yours.
Fine.
That's fine. I have no problem with this.
Those are too hot. I mean, I'll wear
put the air conditioning on. You open the door. You'll be fine. Jim says everyone needs someone to lean on. I've seen it a lot this year with some of my customers. Just giving them your ear. You know, it's not just YouTubers, right? It's been a tough year all around. I said to my wife tonight, I was like, why am I so upset about this? And I said, you know, I found out this morning. I mean, it's not always me, but it does happen, right? The dryer breaks. I get an email. Now I can't visit my dad on Christmas because COVID has been seen in the nursing home. So you get piled on with all these things in real life, right? And sometimes it just happens. It's never the toothpaste cap. Okay. It's always something else. Like at some point, you're just like, I need a win. You know, I just need a win. Like I'm trying to put on my good face. I'm trying to push forward. I'm trying to move past, right?
It's a win every time you come on here and do this too, though. And you hang out with
That's
these
true.
people and we meet new people.
Well, yeah, and that's
those
why
are wins. It's just that your win and what you wanted to achieve was different. And so it's hard because that cuts you, and I get it. I totally get it, but it will happen. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen.
I mean, this morning that was the win I needed. I of course, when I retool and think where I'm going, I know this is a win. True, everything you said is true.
Right.
And that's why I streamed tonight. Otherwise, I wouldn't have, because I knew it was a win. Bouger says, I found you can't keep it. You can't. I think what you do is you find the ones that really do speak to you, and you really feel you can commit to them because of the value they bring you, not only in what they bring you support, but they bring you in what they bring you in connection. And I feel like you and I have really found that with I can pretty much everybody in here, and then a few others. But yeah, there's diminishing returns. There's limits to what we can do as humans, for sure. Right. Yeah. Hey, Darlene.
There's every single person. And
how you doing?
Really, hi, Darlene. And really quick, Haz is here. So if he's still here, I just want to say something.
I see Haz.
He returned that Samsung mic, and he got the AKG. Now, I didn't request the AKG 214. So did you get
Patrick.
the 214, Haz, or did you get the AKG 120? And that's what I'm curious to get. Not that the AKG 214 isn't good. It's just that it's more expensive.
Let's just say good evening to our friend Patrick, and happy holidays, because he's got around.
Patrick,
and I just wanted to get that out to him if he's still here. No stream tonight, Tracy. We are staying here. Oh, he needs the love tonight. You know it's bad when Tommy wants to give you a hug.
That's funny.
That's the thing about Tommy. Like, he's so East Coast and direct and all that. But this is the thing, and I spent a lot of time on the East Coast. People kind of make fun, well, you're from the Midwest. Dude, I've lived all over this country. But I've spent a lot of my life on the East Coast playing with people out there, and they're a different breed. And they could say that anywhere. Down south, mid-south, lived in Mississippi, out west, Wyoming. Everybody's a different breed. East Coast people get a little bad rap because they are direct. They are kind of no bullshit. They're kind of this. But I'm telling you, their hearts are huge. Okay, that's the one thing that I picked up working with them is don't let that exterior fool you. Man, they're some good people. And Tommy reminds me that you remind me of those kind of people. Vinny, all those kind of people are like, bah, 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 bust you up a little bit. But let me tell you something, when it goes down, those dudes are there helping you out. That's the truth.
Yeah, they'll back you. Tommy's really relatable to me. And the other thing is, like if I called Tommy up or I needed to answer something or he would be there. I know it. Dan would be there.
Oh, no doubt.
Ken would be there.
No doubt.
Aaron would be there.
And I have to say this.
Like, there's so many people.
I made this comment the other night. I'm like, why is it feels like the people that I feel I can count on more in this world are not the people that I knew before I got into this in April.
Oh,
I'm amazed at the people that I can get on a phone with or get on chat with and relate with or on this. My goodness, I'm so encouraged by the amount of people that I've met that truly I can actually connect with and feel good in a room with. I just am shocked by that. I didn't think that was possible before all this went down, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Thank you, Tommy. I really appreciate that. Aaron says, I definitely can relate about needing a win.
Yeah, needing a win.
We're going to get you some wins, Aaron. I know you're kind of remind me of me. You of me of you. Aaron, we're in a lot in the same kind of headspace. And, we're just going to keep pulling and pushing until we get that. We got to get past that. And, here's the thing I'll tell you, Aaron. I thought I was past it. I had this thing wrapped up with this video. I'm like, this is an anchor. I get past it. I can change my gears and how I approach. Look, it'll happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And you know
It's
what?
gonna happen.
It's going to happen. So there you go. You know, it's just, you got to smile. I wouldn't have been smiling though had I not had all you guys today. I'm going to tell you right now. It's just harder to pick yourself up.
I plan on having a little talk with some people over this weekend too. So expect me to reach out to Brian and Aaron and you. And I think over the holiday weekend, I like to do a little meet up and greet up with each other. So
is there anything better than I love for the holidays, my favorite time. Now everybody's remote. It's not as fun. My wife she works from home and it's just not as much fun because snow days don't matter as much. I love having that moment in between Christmas, New Year's. We'd always seem to get big snow and have that 1 or 2 days where it's like, oh, got to stay home. Got to just hang out, play video games, watch a movie, be frivolous little kids in our pajamas for 48 hours because we never get to do that as adults, really. And I kind of miss not having that. Remote life kind of took the joy of that away a little bit. But I kind of miss that. Yes, the West Coast people are fun to mess with. That's hilarious. Right. Mess with them, TH2. Go.
I did a few of those days that I stayed home and I was supposed to make videos like a month and a half ago.
Sure.
And all I did was sleep in and then barely function and recover every day because the lack of sleep and the stress I was putting myself into to get to where, I was going to get monetized. And then finally now I'm starting to catch up on things. And my goal is to wake up early a few days a week and actually start working out and taking care of myself again.
Now, that's another thing, right? We talk about time and where you got to spend it. We got to do self-care, man. We got to, mental and physical and emotional and relationship wise. Prepping 101, I'm honored. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. I know you're busy and so happy that I'm just happy you came in here and said hi. Yeah, she tipped you off, did she? Cashew would do that. Cashew is, she's a rainmaker. I think that's our new, little new name for her. She's the rainmaker. She's a YouTube rainmaker. Yeah, it's so great to have you in here. And Cashew hooked me up with Prepping 101 and some other channels on that vein. I've just been shocked at those communities. I don't know why, but what a supportive, amazing community. And I thought I wasn't really a prepper until I got in there and realized everybody does some prepping, or they should, even on small scale. And I look around and thinking, well, we grow our own food in the summers. We can our stuff. We know how to sew and cook, and we know how to. We've got shelves full of things as backup plans. We went on and on thinking we actually have gone down over the years are a little bit of a prepper thing. And I think for whatever reason, people don't think they should be preppers. I think on some level, we all should have some responsibility to be a little bit of a prepper with the way the world is.
They have nothing in place. Like even when I tell people that if a tornado hits, we have like a plan. Yeah. And so they're like, what? And they think I'm crazy. And then, or if there's a fire in the house, we have one of those ladders that go, so you can get out of the bedroom. People are like, wow. And they're like amazed. And then it's like doing things like that is sort of that same thought process, is like getting ready for things and getting ready for a situation that is not always something that might, happen at a high percentage, but at least you're ready.
I'm just saying, look what happened in Kentucky, and it's all this stuff, and all of a sudden there's no power, and people are trying to figure out, and it's weird now because there are no landlines. There's all sorts of things now with tech that seem great, but they go sideways fast. You got to have at least a little bit of something, right? Something to kind of.
How many people have a first aid kit in their house?
I know. I didn't for years, and then I'm like, we got everything else going on. Why don't we have a kid, Medicaid kit or something?
I think it's so important.
I don't know. I just think, what? I think we should all get invested a little bit on that. So, don't be afraid to check out these prepping channels. They have a really supportive community, and I think a lot of them are cross-pollinated because they do a lot of cross support. And I think that's a really great learning thing for a lot of channels, not just that topic even. And it's something that I know that you and I've
Right.
talked with, and we're trying to figure out as we are very young, prepping 101. We're trying to figure it out, but you guys are leading the way, and you're really helping us out. And I know that Cashew is a wonderful moderator in your deal. Bouget said she just downloaded the Filmora Pro. I won't stop my editing game. I won't step my editing game up.
It's probably I want
to.
I want to step my editing.
You know what,
game up.
Bouget? I already know you're going to, because you're always in this channel fighting for more information. You're clawing your way.
she
I
is.
see it. I went to your channel and I see what you're doing, and I'm like, and we had a discussion about, I believe it was about the gardening and some other things. I'm like, I just feel like you have this thirst for knowledge, and a lot of prepping is
Well,
done through
she has a goal.
knowledge, right? Knowledge is prepping too. Like, we need to prep
So
with knowledge.
here's the thing. I like that she's gonna try Filmora. Here's the thing. Just be careful, because whatever you start using right now is most likely what you will stay with. So Filmora only costs you X amount, but there's some creators that use it pretty high level. But DaVinci has more in the long run. So just be careful about what you start with, because I know how it works. When you start with something, you'll tend to just stay with it because it becomes easier the next day even. So
Yeah,
but check
Tracy,
them out.
those
You can't go wrong with either. So
he's right about that. I like both of them. Just, you know what though, there's experience in trying both of them, and you find things you didn't know. Yeah, those stocks are probably walking on their own. So let's just have that happening. Jim's dropping some lovely comments tonight. I really love. One can't let life's disappointments consume you like a fire. When I was younger, I think it did eat me up a lot. I think I was so worried about
sure.
I was a freelancer. I was always worried about trying to make money for my parents because they had nothing, and I knew that they would retire with nothing. So somehow I felt responsible, and that was me putting that on me. And so I thought, I got to make money to help them. Stupid things like that, and I always was worried about it, And so, and
Right.
I have always been a type A and competitive, and so failures to me were so personal, and I would get angry about it, and then life happens a certain way,
I
and then
was
one day you
resentful.
realize it doesn't matter anymore. Anger doesn't help you.
Right.
It's wish, and I'm glad I learned it when I did, but it came at unfortunately, it came at a huge expense personally. Ken, there's a guy.
Hey,
There's a guy
Ken.
who knows how to do Instagram.
What's going on, man?
We were talking about Instagram earlier, and
Yeah, I know. He does.
Ken knows what he's doing over there. And when I get on Instagram, I'm just going to sit there and ride Ken's coattails and just copy everything he does. Also Tracy, I know she's putting up a lot of goods up there lately. There's a couple of things in there. I'm like,
Tracy,
Tracy.
and Shay, and there's people, and I'm gonna learn that stuff.
Prepping
Hey,
101
really quick,
says, let's just
before-
deal with this quick.
Yes, that's what I wanted to get to. Actually,
Thank you for, and if you see a tech question and I'm not hitting it, please let me know. Recommendations on a decent webcam? Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Well, we're gonna go
So-
you give yours out and let's see if I follow along.
I was gonna. No, you're gonna say the same thing.
I know,
probably,
but it's
which
okay.
Is the Elgato face cam. I just want to say this because Jeff and I will probably say the Elgato face cam, right? Both of us.
Right.
Now, the thing about the Elgato face cam, because the picture is so good, is go to Corsair's website. That's who owns Elgato, and they just a day or two had they were selling it, I think, for $160.
Oh,
So, and I didn't see it anywhere else on sale. So it's usually like $199, and then it was like $160. So,
I mean,
just take
is
a
it
look
that
at
much better than the 920? Is it that much better than the Logitech, do you think? I mean, just for the price. Where do you think that falls with price versus benefit? Because this is good tough. It's a weird.
so if I was gonna get it for $160 versus the 920 at like $70, see, if it's me, I would just probably get the face cam. I just would.
I think so too.
I think the picture looks better. I think the color looks better.
Yeah.
It's USB, and I'd rather spend that extra money to have the better camera, because if you were to step it up to a mirrorless or a DSLR, you're easily spending $500 on a used one. And if they were going to get a camera, it's a lot more to learn, a lot more things to have to be able to set up. And so I would spend what I think is on the best webcam right now.
I
So
think that's
would.
exactly the right advice. I think that there's two thoughts here, and you hit them both. And that is, I think go for the face cam. if you want the best quality, especially at that price point. I don't think it's that much more, but if price is a thing, it's an easy call. Something around that C920.
And Cashew put the link in there, and it is still $169.99, which is $30 less than it usually is. And so I would go for it.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
Go for that.
Aaron says Da Vinci all the way, no regrets. Aaron, you're a lovely editor. You have a lovely taste. You should never question that. I'll be honest with you. I really was frustrated with this video because of the way I shot it. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is I was done today this morning. Here's the worst part of this story. I never liked my work. I sat back and went, you know what? This wasn't what I thought it would be, but I'm so proud of what it is. And it's not perfect, but it was perfect for me. And I think that's why it just absolutely, because I never allow myself to really like something. So when I did, and then immediately disappeared, I went, the gods hate me. They are on me for being happy for a second. And I know that's not true, but for a second, that's how it feels. But as Jim says, you can't let that fire grow on you. You have to just find your happy place, let your tribe know, and get back on the deal.
Yeah, you got to get back on the horse and just start, back off where you are again. And don't rush it, just take a deep breath and go where you are. The great thing about the Elgato Facecam too is it is manual focus. So wherever you're sitting, you want to manual focus it on you. And people are like, oh, I want the autofocus. Well, when you're using a webcam, you want to turn the autofocus off once it gets focused on where you're sitting. Because you ever watch people doing a video and they move around a little bit and that focus just go in and out and it shakes up the whole screen. That's what the look you get. Yeah. So
Quita and Corey,
Elgato
I'm sorry. I always want to learn something new. Then once I start the learning curve, I'm like, dang, I have to go forward now. That happens to me. And I always wonder, is it some kind of ADD problem where I love this stuff? But I love editing. I love the information on tech. I love productivity. And as soon as I tap a vein, it's really difficult. I just want to keep going. I want to keep going. And that is a bit of a problem to balance that out. And I found ways to kind of deal with it with Notion, for example, has been a huge help in finding those tools. But I imagine a lot of people are like that here. I'm probably not the only one who deals with that. Ken says, yeah, go for it, Jeff. I'm all about sharing the knowledge. I just like what you're doing. I know John respects it. You got a nice flow on Instagram. I really actually respect it quite a bit. Boucher says, that's why I won't change. I started with VideoPad, and when I did one video with DaVinci 17, I see the big difference. Yeah. You're so aware. You're doing the right, and I like the fact that you just learn on VideoPad. All these tools, stepping stones, perfect. You're doing everything right, and someday we should have you on when you feel comfortable, and let's hear about your journey. It'd be nice to have an interview with you and talk to you about it. There we go. Sorry, my thing jumped on me. I just still can't stand the chat jumping. Prepping 101 says, thanks, you too. Been needing a new cam other than using my iPad cam. And an iPad cam definitely works. Yeah. But man, if you're ready to upgrade one of those two, perfect.
Yeah. Well, I think the resolution of an iPad cam is only 720. So.
I missed something with Darlene, apparently. I feel bad about that. Darlene, I'm just prepping for a neck and head CT Monday. Everybody, big hugs to Darlene. We're there with you. On Monday, we're going to get you through it. I totally get it, though. I hate having to deal with those things, and I know it's not a lot of fun. We're going to get through with you, and Tuesday, if you're up to it, come check us out on stream, and let's give you some hugs and get you into the new year all healed up.
Yeah, this is not an easy time of the year.
It's just a tough time. It's tough to travel. It's tough because we can't visit. It's tough. Aaron says, from an Adobe user, I still pay for Photoshop. Yeah, we had a conversation. I still have my CS6 that I'm threading onto until Adobe cuts me off. Adobe is cutting people off on. Right. So, by the way, if you try to register your CS3 and 4, good luck.
Don't do it.
They won't let you. They're not going to allow. They're going to shut the servers down that will validate your keys. Now, I have a real problem with that because you still own that product and you bought it. So to me, this is a little bit of a thumb in the face of people. That's a tough one.
Yes,
I'm not really excited about that, and some people are really mad at Adobe for doing that. I can see it. Give me a second. Everybody just take a breath while I look here. Some of the stuff you guys say just are hilarious.
I have Lightroom because my wife likes
hope you do.
Lightroom.
Lightroom's
so I have
great.
an older Lightroom, and it works great.
Now
and
I'm
that's
using,
fine.
on the premise of not using Lightroom and having a model like that, I'm using that Kino. Not exactly like Lightroom because it doesn't have the editing, unfortunately. But from the management, it's great. But Lightroom just has really great management and tweaking. You can really get away with not using Photoshop with it for the most part.
Right.
How dare you be happy in this world? Yeah. What's wrong with you? That's like a challenge. Oh my goodness. What was that?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure your iPad works fine. Anyone else feel like Jeff is writing song lyrics when he talks? I'm not sure what that means.
I guess she thinks that you speak eloquent.
I didn't do so good on that word, carthetic, whatever that was. Why is that hanging me up, that word?
Cathartic.
Thank you. Cathartic. See, look at John's teaching me now. This is how bad off my game I am right now. Thank you, Tracy. I think that's a compliment. Although you and I one night, Tracy, we should do a stream where we just sit there and like we have a shot glass and we just put some rum down every so often, and let's see how the stream goes.
Timer goes off.
I'm just
Timer
saying.
goes off every so often.
So word comes up or something, you and I just take a little bit of hit and we just get sassy with the world. Yeah, I don't know. If you don't know, I don't know. All right, let's see here. Ken, I'm literally sitting here playing with my focus on my M50 right now, dreaming of the new camera I don't have yet. Dude, I'm dreaming all sorts of things I don't have yet. However, tomorrow, my Focusrite 18i20 audio interface comes tomorrow. 8-channel audio interface. Wow. I'm very excited. Nice. It will allow me to do some things around here with the mics for recording, but as important, it's 8 channels. It allowed me to get my drum set and my drums into a system to be able to record, play back, and do things with that I was not able to do because my old interface is garbage. So I'm excited. Yes, I'm just going to say
Ken I sold my.
I sung that song a lot today.
That's what it's called today.
It's what it's called today. All these songs are all F-bombs. They're all fuck bombs. I'm not supposed to say it. Yeah, the good old days. Yes, here we go. Am I caught up on questions?
I sold my M50, Ken. I sold.
That's right, you
Canon
did.
M50 Mark II.
Yeah, you said that
Guy
was.
made out like a bandit. He got a heck of a deal, and he was like so happy because he's like, can't buy any of these cameras online. They're almost all of them are sold out. So he was ecstatic.
Oh, before
He was a
I
teacher
forget.
too, so it was good.
Oh, is that right? That's so great that teachers need a break too. Man, teachers need to win,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yep. I threw in the extra lens. I threw in the adapter. I threw in some.
Let's
other
do.
stuff.
And you know what? Let's
do
put
it.
us back up here. I like when we're sitting here looking at the thing here a little bit. So do you want to answer this though? Prepping 101. The audio of the Logitech C270 sucks compared to my son's iPhone. I bet. It's the mic and analog to digital. Yeah, it's just. You're exactly right. You're going to be really.
Well, C270 is ancient.
It's a little old. We're moving on up in the world. Here's a question for everybody. You know, it doesn't have to be, even if you're not a YouTube creator or whatever, just in general. What's your happiest day or milestone that you've crossed over as a creative this year, I guess, or to this point in your journey? I guess it doesn't even have to be this year. I'm just curious what you found. Like if you sat back and went, what is that one moment? Was it finishing a video? Was it tripping over
Mine's
monetization? What'd you say?
Mine's on a live stream live. So.
Oh, was it your monetization? Was the night you went over?
Yeah, just because I had absolutely zero intent of any of that happening that night, and it was no idea of it happening, and how it worked out. So that was quite shocking. And
White Dove, have a wonderful night and holiday if I don't see you. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be yours, but you never like to just assume that. But I think if I were you, that would totally be it. I mean, it wasn't just it was live and that, but that your son got out of bed to come congratulate you and your wife. Like,
yeah, my wife,
I
my
mean,
son. Yep.
It became a family thing. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that was a lot to do with, Cashew, and
Yeah.
it was a lot to do with Dan, a lot to do with Tommy and Tracy,
Yeah.
and everything just all fired on that right night, and it just happened.
Yeah, that was
You got to come on
absolutely
and be part of it.
a collision of events that you couldn't have manufactured. That was as organic as it got, I promise you, to a point where an hour and a half in, I'm like, I think I might have to go on, but I wasn't planning on going on. I gotta help carry him over the line because I wanted to see this. I want to see this guy on his knees crossing the line. It was so much fun. Let's see what people are saying here. So Ken's saving up for the ZVE10.
Yeah, saving for the ZVE10.
Are they making those yet? Can you find them anywhere?
They're gonna be sold out fast.
Because I know that
they
Aaron
were in there last week and they sold out in like 3 days. They're gonna be going quick. That's for sure.
Thank you, White Dove, seriously, for spending time and energy. It's felt, and it matters. You matter. Bouger Prepper says I did a 30-day exercise challenge.
Right.
Couldn't wait till it was over. I'm just reading it. Oh, stop jumping on me. I really hate this thing.
That was good.
Couldn't wait till it was over. I didn't miss
That's
a day.
good. You didn't miss a day, though.
You didn't miss a
That's
day. I would be like 3 days in. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. I can't do it. I don't need it. Congratulations on you. Would you ever do it again? Was the
you get a
question. This is going to sound weird. For me right now, tonight, this is going to sound manufactured, but tonight's my happiest day or milestone as a creative. It's been a horrible day. But to see how you can pivot in a very short period of time and go from
Right.
a really deep sense of devastation, really, for a minute there, it felt devastating. A punch got, it felt like a loss, to feeling like, look at all the gains here. Like, I have to feel good right now knowing and feeling the love. I mean, I feel people are here and you're here. There's a million channels you could be. There's a million things you can do. Yep. There are not enough times in the day. And you stopped in Jay's channel, which always blows my mind. And you say nice things, and you have good laughs, and you make this flipping through the chat so much fun. So it's right now, I've done a lot of nice things, but to me tonight is my happiest day as a creative and a milestone of the YouTube journey, because it solidified that I'm doing the right thing and that I've done enough, well enough that I'm associated with the right people. I have to be doing something right to have this kind of great people around.
Well, that has a lot to do with it. I agree with you with that.
Mm-hmm. Vinny says it took me 8 months to finish my 30-day challenge. I know. I mean, it's like dog years for Vinny. Nick H says B&H has the ZV-E10. Go buy it.
Yep. So the lens and the camera are together. The body's sold out. It's back ordered.
Is that right?
But the lens and the camera together are available right now, both black and white.
Darlene says all the learning about YouTube and tech from meeting all of you. Oh, it's been such a joy. And Darlene was another one that I think we were blessed with crossing paths via the Cashew train. And I think Cashew's got an underground railroad for YouTube.
That was the Tommy train.
Oh, that was the Tommy train. Sorry. You're right. It's his underground train. No, he's going to never let me live that down. Darlene, sorry.
That was the Tommy train.
I know it's the Tommy.
Yeah, we just connected, right?
Sorry.
And
my mind.
A couple other of those people too, like having Paul stop in, and the sports guy Flipper. He's like, he's trying to improve everything.
Yep.
So he'll come in here, he'll pick up some tidbits and everything. And so these people, what's great is that people that wanna improve their YouTube channel and their tech, they'll stop in and they pay attention. And then some people that have no intent, Darlene comes in here to hang out and chew the fat and have some fun, and that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're so glad you have. You've been so great. And the fact that you just live like up the street from me is so fun to know, and that we're all dealing with life, and you'll probably drive right past me these days, and I'm sure I know I drive past you. So it's just really, really kind of fun. Let me get caught up on that. So that was my question. So, look, I mean, it's sometimes hard to know. Like I kind of figured what yours was, and I really had to think about mine. And I really wouldn't have answered that an hour, 2 hours before. And I kind of went, well, we'll see how the stream goes. And then I have other things that would have been my answer. But, you know, just feeling my pulse after everything just solidifies that John and I have met our target as far as finding the community that we wanted when we set out, which was educated about, you know, all of this, not the stuff, but just getting on YouTube, getting in here, you know, understanding community, understanding the values, what we're trying to do, and being good people, you know, just being good people. It doesn't really matter how much you know or who you know. Relatability.
Yep.
Sharing what you know. Yeah. You know, nobody in here is trying to take something. They're not here to go, oh, you know, I'm just coming here to take and try to grab something off of whatever. They're here to give all the time, and that just means a lot to me. And we'll build on that. Before everything went down today, my plan was to get that video done because I want to make some new changes going into the new year. How I'm streaming, you know, like I'm playing tonight a little bit, trying to sandbox some things, but I want to change things. I want to move things down the road. I have to do my videos, but I also want to do some solo stream shorts to kind of test things out and feel things out for building other videos, but also to bring back here so I can do some things, find out things, come back here with more information. It's just a great way to build experience.
Right.
And meet new people and all that, bring them to the deal. So, but you know what? I think we're doing good. I think it's a good time to slowly consider wrapping up. I think 2 hours. I did not expect to go 2 hours tonight. I thought I'd be under the covers crying with my ice cream. But we did better than that. Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, I did. I think, why did I stream tonight? Why would I needed to be with like minds and like values. It gets back to the Llama, which we've named INI, and INI is about community, the community coming together as in one, and to help everybody out without seeking really anything in return. We're just there to support that moment. It's kind of like barn raising or quilting bees, right? We're going to get something back, but
you can't let things like that defeat you. And so if that's getting the best of you, that's I'm not going to let that beat me. So it's just going to pick yourself up off the ground. You don't have to be on top of your game, but you made it through a stream. You got support. You were able to realize that it's not going to be the end of the world, and you can be upset about it, and we're going to be defeated, and there'll be other things that will happen. There's no doubt about it. And so the more you get through things, because if you think, you can step into YouTube and not have a thick skin, I mean, you're going to have other things, and we don't know what they will be.
Well, that's true. I mean,
it's going to be
I can stand up and fight for myself and fight through things. That's not, I think most people can, but the question is, do you have to? If you set yourself up correctly, I think you can sort of get past things quicker. For example, I realized I had set my process up so well that I wasn't starting from scratch. I realized I had friends like you and other people here who were going to create a vibe and help out in ways that were going to really accelerate the process of feeling better and spirited. And so tomorrow morning you wake up and you're a little further ahead than you would on your own, right? That support. And it really wasn't where
we talk. That's
right. We talk about it all the time.
The word the thing that you coined, which is stream buddies. It's
exactly.
It's
That's
the reason why we're all here trying to support each other, because there's going to be other people that are in that boat, and it's okay to let us know and what you're up against and what your challenge was, and
it was tricky.
You want to go, and your wins too.
Yeah, and your wins, and it's tricky because I wanted to express what I went through, but I don't want to express it like I'm a victim. Like, I didn't want to express it like, feel sorry for me. I wanted to share the experience because we've all been there. And if you guys have that experience, I'd want you to share it with me so we can talk about it and walk you through any way we can through the fire. By the time I got on stream, I already walked through it, but I thought, let's just pivot and share the story. It's kind of funny in its sad ass way. But having the discussion is very helpful because we're not sitting here crying about it. We're not giving up. We're just saying, hey, this happened. It sucks. It's okay to feel bad. it's okay to say this is not fun and it sucks, because it does. You have every right to be upset and mad and pissed, but you do have to get past it. And the question is, what is your path to get past it? What is your path? And this was my path. To look at the positives I had left over from the garbage, and to look forward to something like this and realize what we have. So that was my path. And I would just hope to say that if anybody wants to come in here and they have that same thing, share. And
Right.
don't hold back. And I appreciate everybody listening to that. And again, yeah, it wasn't a pity party. I just wanted to share the experience, because we're all going to share with it at some point. And I also want to hear from other people's experiences. Brian's dealt with it. Sounds like Rodrigo dealt with it. I know you've dealt with it.
Yep.
No, we're not. Vinny is just all about his socks. Like, he can't get warm socks. I don't know. Maybe the guy just needs to wear moccasins. I don't want to hear about his socks.
I think when he was young, he might have got a little brain damage because he had coxsackie.
Did it go to his brain? Did it?
I think so.
Did it go up to his brain? That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's a terrible
His
story.
brains.
I'm sorry to
It's in
hear
his
that.
brains.
Is it? Oh, you mean brain? He only has one brain, and it's half of one, so I don't really.
My brains.
Vinny,
hurt.
we kid because we love. So Thursday, you are going to do a stream, because that was our big conversation, was will you or won't you? And you put out something
Yeah.
today, said you will.
I didn't know what day it was. So I was like, it's 2 days before Christmas. And I'm like thinking to myself, you know what? I don't care if you're wrapping gifts, what you're doing. I might just talk about a little bit of my new lighting system that I'm setting up, and some
Sure.
other thoughts that I'm working on. And I could show some of that. And if anybody has any questions about it, we can go that route. But it's just, it's going to be a chill vibe, and, for a bit. And then I'll let people go. It's all cool. But yeah, I was thinking about it, and I was like,
That was kind of my dilemma tonight. It was like, I don't want to come on and lay a bunch of negativity, but I can't walk past something like this either. It happened. It really does affect you. And it's okay to talk about it. But we have to laugh about it too, and we have to be okay with it. We have to go. I mean, it's not funny, but I mean, at some point you do have to go. You put it in perspective. But when you start to get perspective is when you can step back and laugh, and you feel safe with others to be in that mindset. But sometimes you have to break the cycle, and the way to do that is either to start working, which I did. I just started back in, which kind of sucked. But then after a few minutes, I'm like, I'm in the flow. This is going to be okay. And then working with you guys and just getting back into a normal flow. That's my only take here, is just to get back into as quick as you can that works for you.
That's it.
There's no timetable, but just as quick as it works for you. Well, that's good. I'd be glad to see you on Thursday. And then what are you doing next week? What's the plan? Are we gonna do like a little fireside chats to end the year? Just kind of like, hey guys, how you doing? Put our feet up. I have an idea for my Tuesday one, but I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm going to do something a little bit different on Tuesday for our fireside chat.
You have an idea?
I do. Not a topic, because I'm not even going to really do a topic. I might have some questions. By the way, the Llama mug stuff, it's in motion. So we're working with so I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do with that, but I won't have it in time for next week. But John and you and I are going to have to talk at some point. I'm excited about that. And we're going to have some mugs. Yeah, we're going to get some things going on. I'm excited for that.
We're gonna have maybe a little meetup. Like I said,
we'll do a little
this
meet.
weekend. So I'll send people some messages on, in a couple different ways. And I think that we should get together and have a little talk. It's not going to be a stream or anything,
right?
Just some chatting, so we know we were
a little meeting of the minds, which isn't a lot of minds there, but we're just doing it
because everybody saw all of us streaming. I think it was last weekend. So I want to talk to Brian and Aaron, and we're gonna, lock down some ideas have them come in. I really would like everything like we talked about in the stream, which is get Brian and Aaron on board.
Right.
Little documentation about their journey, a little bit sharing of close friends and what they're up against and what their wins and what their losses may be, and also any way that I can help and support and be there too is what I'd like to do. But
speaking of Aaron,
we got some creative people.
Speaking
that
of
are
Aaron,
much more creative than I am, you know. And
Aaron says, "Don't feel bad sharing the pain.
Jeff.
Don't feel bad sharing the pain. That makes it easier to let pass." It is true. I think that was the whole thing. Was you know, I don't want to sit here and like boo-hoo and like, woe is me. Somebody make me feel better. That's not the responsibility of John or chat to necessarily make me feel better. It's just more about, let's have a discussion, because just talking, having a conversation and someone going, yeah, man, I've dealt with that. I get you. That's enough. Like there's something about having coffee with somebody going, I feel you, man. I feel what I know what you're going through.
And that's why I want to meet up.
Right.
Like, just to have a conversation of where we are we all, how's the support? End of the year is a little bit of a struggle because everybody's trying to finish up something, or we're all in, you know, we're all in that mode where we're trying to get stuff done and it's a struggle. So I get it.
And so Aaron, I know you got me. And I know everybody here got me, and I felt it. I always feel love in here. And as I say, you guys always made me feel welcome. Annie, I saw you just drop a little hiya. Hiya. How are you doing, Annie? How is your holidays going? Tell us what's going on in your life. We're slowly wrapping up here and kind of giving I want to just follow up with Aaron. Aaron and I are so much alike, and we all can relate. That doesn't mean that John doesn't relate, you know, but I obviously there's a lot that Aaron and I have in common, and I right away felt that kinsmanship. But then again, that's why having John is great, because it's great that I can say this or that, but there's something about having somebody who's better at stepping out of that mindset and just kind of lead, you know, grab the flashlight and leading the way a little bit sometimes in that area. It's good. And John's done that for me. I'm just going to say it. John has been very good at knowing when to push and pull with me. And that's not an easy thing to do when you work together. But I appreciate that, and everybody needs that. And I think what John is expressing here is we want to branch that out a little bit. Like we want to reach out, and for people who don't have the ability to do what John and I do, we want to make a safe space. We want to kind of build some bridges that offer a little more than just even chat. Right. Even though we want you here doing that, we could. We want to do a little bit more. If I'm wrong,
I want to do a Vinny. I want to get Vinny on a stream with me too.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And like, here's the thing. Like, I don't know if you guys get this, but I see who supports me and Jeff and what goes on. And if those people take the time, because listen, there's been plenty of people that have not taken the time to take in the things that Jeff and I talk about to better some of their situations with their channels. And that was their choices. But the people that will stop and listen, we have a direct correlation to where we started at ground zero into where we got now. And there are things to be learned, and there are smarter people in here. There are more experienced people that I learn from and that we can take information from and that drop information here. And if you can sit here and you can pick up these tidbits and ask questions that will support your goals, you'll reach those goals.
I always like to remind
I've been there.
Everybody that it may be that we're turning the cameras on to get the thing hottened up, but I mean, it's all of our group. You know what I mean? We're a size group. It's all of us here. We're all, and the information, the joy, the spirit, and the support really goes a long way. And Aaron says, I'd like the llama design on a black hat without the Christmas accessories. Okay, this one doesn't have Christmas accessories though. It might look like it though. I don't know if Mike thinks it.
No, I think on our shirts.
Oh, Jesus! I feel like I am 3 steps slow. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna get some stream buds, and I gotta hire somebody. If anybody knows a great graphic artist, I need to get some custom stuff done. I have some ideas sketched out. We're gonna do that. 2022 is gonna be a fun year for putting some merch together, but also some giveaways, because to John's point, I've recorded. I know who's following me. I know who's supporting in here, and and doing it because they're just here. It's being recorded. We know, and we're going to give back in ways. So you just wait. We're not done with you yet. Christopher, Woodstock, Ontario, Canada. So it's warm up there.
Yo.
You know, it's not cold here. It was like 37 today. It was like a heat wave.
No, today was a nice day.
Crazy.
Yesterday, cold.
Hey, Christopher, what's it like up there in Canada? Like, how's your weather? Because we've had some cold days, but man, it's been warm. Hey. Christmas is going to be a dry, bland weather day. I don't like it when it doesn't.
How's it up there in Canada?
Yeah, I'm too low, but we do have matching shirts, and this is another wonderful human being, Todd Callan, who runs Christmas Clatter, and the channel, and he sent these to us out of the kindness of his heart. And this is what we want to do too.
Yes.
So we're going to work some things up, and we're going to make sure we take care of our closest first. I have no artistic talent at all. I can't draw. I really wish I could draw. You know.
People say that, but then you'll be surprised where things come from. Like
I guess
I say the
I'm
same thing. I'm
terrible at drawing.
But I said the same thing to you. I said I have no like artistic talent, and you're like, I don't believe that's true.
I've seen it. That's not true. I've seen it. You just do. But I think again,
Jim may have that talent too. So there you go.
Well,
no, Jim doesn't have it.
Okay, Jim, you're void of talent. That's what John
doesn't have it.
John's like, Jim, newsflash, Jim is void of talent. Jeff,
I
on
have
the other,
Jim,
what,
you don't.
And then my job as a co-host is to say, what John really meant to say was that you're probably
Jim, just
working.
keep on lifting weights.
Keep on lifting weights.
You're not talented, but you're strong as hell, Jim.
And then I'm like behind Jim going, Jim, you got it. You got this.
Push through, Jim. Push through.
Well, is it 15 degrees? Oh, I got to get outside.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Wisconsin, but it happens. Oh, boy. TH2. I have some thoughts on this if you want some quick ones. It is much more stable, but until they stop...
35.
They got to stop some of the nonsense they're doing like with the Chrome browser. I don't know. It's a little heavy-handed. It is stable enough, though. I have it on one of my other computers upstairs testing it. DaVinci, all my other stuff works. I've not run into any problems, but I still refuse to put it on this computer yet.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I'm going to be honest with you.
It's our streaming.
It's a lot
editing.
Yeah, I'm waiting. It's a lot of Windows dressing. I'll say that. Now, I did read today on the most recent update. They have ported over another section of the control panel. They are going to be done with the control panel probably in 2022. They ported over networking into the settings that we now see, for example, sound settings, display settings. So they are porting more and more of the control panel over. They can't get rid of that garbage quick enough.
I
don't know if you're doing anything.
Really
if you're not doing anything special with it, it's stable enough to play with. But what you got going on? Here,
I moved. I moved the camera on this side. I had my third monitor over here, and I put it right up here today.
I love it. Yeah.
Right there.
So I've got one like you. I've got my laptop. Oh, that was supposed to be my discussion today. So I made a tablet for free into a fourth monitor. And damn, if that didn't work wonderful. I took an old Samsung tablet and used a free little app. And within 5 minutes, I had a fourth monitor. You can run it. I was able to use all my tiling stuff, my grouping stuff. I actually took vMix control, pushed it down into my tablet, and I was clicking it and running my show with the tablet, and it opened up 3 monitors. It's really surprisingly sound. And I was going to demo that for anybody, but I will wait until we get past the new year if anybody's interested, something like that. It's great. You can use it. Mac's got of course, Mac's got what's that called?
Yeah, Sidecar.
Sidecar. But the problem with Sidecar is you can't integrate an Android tablet with it, so you got to go use Dual Display. There's another one that's really good you can use. I'm doing this on Windows, so. Cashew, our dear friend.
I also got this.
Oh, you got the okay. Well, so you just got all sorts of goodies. Look at you. I don't have any goodies.
PSA 1 Plus.
I shouldn't say that. I got a 8-channel interface coming tomorrow. I get it.
Exactly. You got enough.
Say it. Say it like you really meant it. You got enough. got plenty.
Yeah, you started 6 months ago.
You got you sit down,
7 months ago.
son. This is what you say, son. Sit down. You got enough. I just love the way you said it. That made me happy. Cashew. By the way, let's just love on Cashew for a minute, huh? I know you think a lot of Cashew. We have had. I don't know how the year would have gone without Cashew. I just know it went very, very well with Cashew. So,
Yeah,
Rainmaker,
awesome.
amazing.
But let's you know what? While we have a couple minutes, because this is funny. What happened when Cashew showed up in the beginning? What was I saying?
Okay? Let's just do. You want to go honest? You want to go honest about what?
Yeah. I
Okay.
want to go honest.
Okay.
Yeah, because-
Cashew. Here's how it went down. Cashew's in the stream saying too many smart things, being too etiquette, and okay, second time, third time, we're like, and then John and I started having discussions, and then John's like, I don't know, I don't know, man, there's something not right here, because this is too good, like she's too good, this person's too good to be true, and we had a little spidey sense up because we're like. And this came on the heels of you getting totally cream rated. So there was a little bit like,
Right.
wait, you got rolled. And then the next thing you know, someone's in here like, yeah, I got your back. My name's Cashew. I have a name like a
Exactly.
nut. Yeah, I'm going to,
Yep.
your name is Cashew Gesundheit. And I'm supposed to be like, yeah, we're best friends. I mean, so
Yep.
we were cautious. And I know she respects that though. So that's not like a thing. We weren't derogatory. We're just cautious. We're like, wait, something can't be right. No one can be this nice, this smart without a side agenda.
Yeah, and then
And
at
guess
one
what?
point too, it
Guess
was
what?
like, what can she really do at this point, right?
Right.
Because we're on top of our game with things a little bit. We weren't in the beginning, and she has also informed us how to better ourselves in some areas.
Absolutely.
And but then it's just like at some point, right? You got to let your guard, and I'm not good at that. I am skeptical all the time.
I drop mine
man,
quicker than you,
Okay?
but you were a little
You
holding
did
on.
a lot quicker.
Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm like, no, man, that guy with the knife, he's good, man. John's like, I think you should
Right, and-
take a step back.
But and then the funny thing is, altogether though, is like at some point, I let the guard down. I trusted, but I always say to Jeff, I go, Cashew just went and she sent me this really nice message and typed out like 2 paragraphs, and it's like, I can't. I'm not. It would take me a half an hour to write this, and she probably did it in like 5-7 minutes.
Yeah, this is
And I'm
Cashew
like, I
typing a
can't-
full page.
Yeah.
And it went done. And then here's John.
So Cashew, if you get a paragraph from me, let it be known that took a while.
It's War and Peace.
I really respect it, her in everything that she does for us. And
Do you
it
know-
means a ton.
Here's my responses. I'm like, hey, John, so I woke up today and blah, 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 blah. My snowman got knocked over. My washer and dryer not working, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and how you doing? And he'll write back, I'm good. It's like, I'm good.
Right.
And I know him, so I'm not like going, normally I'd be like, God, this guy just hates me or something. But I know John, he's like, I'm good. And for him, he just said 400 words. In his mind, that was just diarrhea of the mouth.
I am not a texter. I
No, you're
don't
not.
like to have conversations back and forth on text.
Oh.
I would rather finish because there's all these things when you text, it leaves open ends too. And I just like to have a conversation with the person.
Yeah,
That's just
I do. I mean, that's always preferable, but unfortunately, in this day and age, it is
Jay
tougher.
Cruz, what's up?
And I'm going to get to Jay Cruz. Okay, you want the demo? I'm going to make that demo for you guys. It's a lot of
Just saying
fun.
hi.
It's a lot of fun. No, I love that you do that. Jim says, as my son plays good electric guitar, sax, drums. Oh, that's a talented guy. Love it.
Wow.
I love having music in the house like that. That's just, I love talented people. Show off that killer hand turkey. Well, good on you for being able to draw a turkey, Cashew. I didn't realize you had all those
Cashew.
other talents besides being, I don't know, Lord of the moderators. Patrick Murphy.
Yeah, I hate that texting back and forth. Say, hey Patrick.
Here's the
It's-
thing.
It's just
I do
Benny
too.
Hill. That's Benny
it's-
Hill there.
And it's not always easy to do, but I got to tell you, the updates on the Google Voice texting, I can't believe how accurate it is now. I'll just hit the button and just talk, send. It's
That's
beautiful.
another thing I don't utilize that.
You need to. It works
I could.
amazing. I'll show you.
could.
How. We'll have a sit down. I'll do like
No, I
Ghost. I'll
have
sit
it,
behind
and I
you
know
with
how
the
to use
clay
it.
and I'll help you show the phone.
I'll be sitting there and I type things in. My son goes and just hits the button. It's right here. I can hit it every time. But hey, Matthew, look this up. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. And that's how he looks it up. Meanwhile, I'm still typing things in.
By the way, thank you, Patrick Murphy and all. Sent me to say hello, plus light up that like button. You guys are wonderful. Love it. Thank you for stopping by. It's always good to see you. I feel that support. Oh, healthy bearded. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that muscle.
And I know we say this all the time. Like, first of all, Ken is friends with Jay,
Yes.
right? He's from Jersey. And I'm telling you, man, when the stars align and we're out of the clear with all this kind of stuff.
Healthy
that's
is
going
from
on,
Jersey?
We're gonna. Yeah, he's from Jersey. We're gonna we're gonna all chill and have a day with a barbecue or something.
I can't wait.
Or
I can't wait.
it's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. So.
I am going to eat all your food.
And then Aaron loves that too. We got to get Aaron over to the East Coast.
Yeah, of course we do. Ken, been listening and working. Appreciate you guys and your advice. You know what? Back at you. You've helped probably more than you know too. So that's the beautiful thing. Jay Cruz, I saw you up here, but I've somehow stopped over you. I'm just so embarrassed about that. But let's just say hi to Jay Cruz. Love that you're here. Thank you. And you missed all the fun, which was me complaining a little bit about. Murphy, a lot is lost in black and white text. You do lose so much context, and that is the bummer with society. And
I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate it.
I would always love, and I've been imploring people, please let me send you a link. Let's have a coffee, at least sit down on video, and let's have a face-to-face. I need to have some eye-to-eye contact. It just says so much more than we can type. We are losing our ability to empathize, to feel other people's pain in their point of view that we don't agree with. And there's no way to come to a middle ground if we can't not agree, but if we can't empathize with why we're disagreeing, we're in trouble. I would like to see how Google does with my accent. Better than you think. Because Alexa don't give shit me every time. Try it. Try the Google one. The problem is I don't want Aaron to lose his accent because it's beautiful.
I love it, and I'm just laughing because I can imagine him saying that out loud. That's why I'm laughing.
And then and he F-bombs quite a bit, which I actually respect. And that's hilarious.
God.
Yo, you got to go check out his channel. Not only his accent is beautiful, but his perspective, his videos editing, his color is not only what you see, it's there. I'm not being one of those people that's being effervescent. John is no BSer. He's going to tell you the same thing. The dude exudes something. And it just feels good. It just feels good. Yeah, go check him out.
It does.
Don't, Jay Cruz, don't call me for help no more. Oh, no, we're getting into the... Ken, we're burning bridges?
So Ken did a video of a Fifine mic, which, they make good, cheap mics.
Yes.
And so I think I was the only comment on the mic review that said I could tell night and day between the Shure MV7. I was like, it was night and day to me. It wasn't even close. Everybody's like, no, that mic sounds outstanding. And I'm like, no.
I'm telling you, no, your ears get trained. If you start being around musicians or dealing with that or watching enough streams, your ears just get, it's a thing. Your ears start to hear things you never heard before. And it's amazing. Pleb, I hope to finally do my first stream by the end of January 2020. Coming up. Still learning vMix and sound.
Awesome.
Congrats. By then, I'm going to go for it. You guys are great inspirations. Will you let us know when? And let us know. We got to get over there. We're going to go raid you, support you. If you need any help, you know where to find us. DM us. If you need us to help you test anything, please never hesitate. So excited for you. Seriously, just so excited for you. No, don't laugh. You just had a big beat down, and now you're going to hug it out. That's no fun.
That's awesome.
I love this. Annie, I love this. Cool. Subbed and listening, Aaron. Love the accent. Fuck Alexa. I love that you went over there and dropped this for Aaron. Oh, it means a lot.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's worth it anyway.
It's worth it, and it just makes me feel good about everything. Thanks. I'm glad you guys. I just think that's wonderful. When somebody finds somebody and they go, I really dig what you're doing, especially someone like Aaron, whose heart is so big, and his talent is so big, and just waiting to be.
Both of them. Annie too.
Yeah.
Annie's
You know
got a
what
heart
though,
of
Aaron? You and I, Aaron, in 2022, we're kind of on the same path. You put out more videos, but I've done more streaming. We're gonna make it this year. We're gonna get it moving, my friend. We're gonna do it, and I hope anybody else is in the channel that's decided to either want to start streaming, making videos, or doing something creative, that you come in here and ask for the same type of stream buddy treatment, because we want to do it. Did I really record in time to catch more of the stream and see 2 more subs? That's efficiency right there. Well, you are an efficient recorder to be able to pull that off, my friend, and I love that. I remember when No Brainer came in. Now, he had a different avatar at the time, the first time he came in, if I'm not mistaken.
He's got 2 channels.
Yeah.
He's got Nav Simmer and he's got
exactly, the Nav Simmer. But now he comes in as No Brainer. Right. But I remember that. I remember the night he came in, and I'm like, and he dropped some really cool, some comments, and I felt like, boy, if this guy's real, I hope he comes back. I really love this, and
he always drops good information.
I love it. Everybody in here though does. Like, it's just Jim. I mean, Jim came in here and he starts dropping these nuggets. It's like, man, you know, I mean, so many of these other people, they always drop them, and then I don't know, just more and more. I'm just so excited.
There's a lot to learn amongst the people that are in here. That's for sure. So,
Bourget, I'm old school. Too old school. Call me. I'm not trying to get caught.
Right. Exactly. I'm not going to go back and forth and then have to guess. Like my wife does this. She texts and she's like, well, what do you think she means? I don't know. That's why I talk to people.
Did you guys read the articles?
Then you'll know exactly what they mean.
It's like a year ago, especially when COVID hit, where they were doing the studies about, because of people, like especially kids, how they were doing their head. They called it a tail, but they were getting that calcium or something on their neck.
I heard about that.
And they were calling it a tail.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's real or not. But I mean, I know people who have wrist problems from holding the phone up. So not even the typing, it's just holding the phone up. Healthy
Remember
beer, yes, sir.
Laquita and Corey the other night?
Tacos. Huh?
Laquita and Corey the other night.
That was funny. Man,
I was dying laughing.
That was just something to walk into. Again, I just felt so out of it. Have my little funny sweatshirt on, but man, that was a lively group. You guys were lit up, and I don't mean like drunk. I just meant I walked in and everybody was just like, bah, 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 bah. I was like the most talkative Brady Bunch group I've ever walked into. But it was a lot of fun, and I look forward to doing it again.
Fun.
Yeah, I know. Good. That's if you're going to do that, you better do. Yeah. Oh, I see what she's doing there. Okay. The names, yeah, Cashew. I don't know where you came up with the name, but it looks like it was just playful. Yeah, I went to New Jersey to hang out with Jay Cruz and some others. Jay Cruz is the same in person as on camera. One of my best friends. I hate that. I like it when they're false on camera, and then when I meet them, they're just totally somebody else. That's so uncomfortable.
Those are easy to find.
It's really easy to find. I don't feel like there's anybody in here. I'm worried about that being a part of the case, but that's really good to hear. We got that. So basically, that's as good as a personal Yelp, Jay Cruz. You got a 5 stars from your buddy Ken. Now, Ken's moving back to my area, I think, in 2022.
Yes.
So I get to hang with him.
He's going to visit in the fall, bro. He's going to visit in the fall.
You?
No, Ken said he's going to go up to Wisconsin.
I thought he was moving to Wisconsin. I thought he was moving to Wisconsin in 20
next year. Next year, within the next year or two. Okay. But he said he's going to visit family. Oh, okay. And I'm going to talk to my wife, and we'll see where things are. Maybe we'll try to do something. We'll see. We should do something when the festival's good weather. Do something about Lake Michigan, because he's halfway. I think if he if he ends up in Wauwatosa, that'll be between her. Like Milwaukee is between, like, equal distance for the most part. I'm in Tosa quite a bit, but you can get to Lake Michigan and all the gorgeous Milwaukee stuff on the river stuff in no time. It'd be a lot of fun. So, Rodrigo. Had an experience here almost like yours. Recorded 10 minutes footage to realize my audio source. Yeah, I have been really double checking down on. I don't want to get into a long video. I've done that.
It's such a bummer, man. It's always like your best take. It feels like, yeah, you're getting a tail. I'm telling you, it was that whole. I don't know if that ended up being true. The doggone train.
She loves it.
I know she does.
She likes that train.
She can act like she don't like it, but every time you do the train, I see her doing this. Only a little bit more, like, good.
Come on, ride the train. It's a choo-choo.
Yeah, Jim, that's a real deal, man. I'm telling you. Like, you just strain. I have this weird thing. Can you see how my finger is crooked? I don't know if you can see it on screen.
Yeah.
You know what happened is we were playing at halftime at a football game, an arena game, and I was at the sidelines because they gave us a sideline seat, and I was drinking a little too much. And, you know, the quarterbacks in arena, they are not accurate, but they can still throw as hard as a pro. They're just not accurate. And a guy overshot a guy in the end zone. If you've ever been in arena, the end zone is right by the fence or whatever, guardrail. And I'm like, I'm going to catch the ball with my beer here and snag it. It turns out I'm not really good wide receiver. And so I did it, and it caught and shattered that ball in here, just sheared it off. And my fingers have never gone back. And as a drummer, I had 2 years of therapy, and I'm still trying to get that right with some coaches in order to tweak something different because you use that finger. Right. Word up. Don't catch a ball in Arena League with a beer in your hand. It's not a good idea. Oh, my God. My hands are shot. This is apple juice, I swear. All right, a couple more. We got to get out of here. I didn't realize it's so late. Are you working tomorrow? You working tomorrow? Oh, God. I'm sorry. I thought you were off. All right, we're out of here. You guys are amazing. I'm going to let it go here. Ouch. Yeah, that was a bad decision on my part. I don't think I would have done that had I been a little bit more in my mind looking back. But I really wanted, because if you catch the football, you keep it, and I'd rather not have the ball. It was not worth the money I got it for. So, for all you who are here tonight, I can't thank you enough. For you guys who rolled in here late, thank you. Not late. After we had the discussion about what went down today, just know that you being here means as much to me as if you had stopped in at minute one. It doesn't matter when you get here. I think people worry about that. It doesn't matter. I know who you are. And I love
Jeff. It matters to me, though.
I know. John, you're a different animal, and on Thursday you can complain. Okay.
I'm like,
I know you don't care.
Like I always say, I just like people when they show up, and they're sincere. That's it.
And we're sincere in saying it doesn't matter. You got 1 billion channels, and I'm blown away. You spent 2 minutes coming into my channel. It blows my mind. And tonight it just meant even more to me, and I love it because it was weird today. But my day ended as bad as my day started out. It ended incredible on a high note and just wonderful. And every one of you love it. I had a good day. In the end of the day, it's not how you start the day. It truly is how you end it. So that tells me I'm never going to stream in the morning. I will always stream.
It's like what my wife says. It's how you finish.
That missing elf, by the way, if you see that dude, don't approach him. I'm telling you, he is 220 years old, but that dude is fast. He is mean. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for stopping in and making it a great stream. Because that's the whole thing. It might be a great stream, but the content comes from chat. So it's all of our show, which is what I love about this whole thing, you know.
Absolutely about
it. It is Bouger, right? I say Bouger Prepper, so I hope we got that right.
Bouger Prepper, yep.
Annie, sending you love back. Desert loves. Stay cool, I guess, while we stay warm up here.
Bougie.
Welcome.
Bougie.
I'll end with welcome to our new subscribers. Every subscriber matters to me, especially. I mean, not John too. I mean, he might be monetized, but don't think he doesn't appreciate because it's the numbers really don't matter. But what matters for me is going to be having a biggest pool as we can to have these discussions, meetups, and the shared experiences like we had tonight. This is a shared experience we all have, and we're all going to share them. And John and I are going to continue to find ways in the new year to bring your experiences in here in a kind of a 2D way, so we can branch that bridge a little bit and into your world as well. Because your concerns are our concerns, and your joys are our journeys. So there you go. I say it right. Thank you.
True
okay,
that.
Cool. 3 years of French paid off in school. Then if I say
so
your channel brings
moving
more to the table than so many other big ones, you wouldn't believe it, Jeff? I'd believe it if you said it, because you've been in here enough that I know where your spirit of intent is, and you don't need me to like you. I'm not saying you don't want to be friends, but I know you don't need that. And look, that's lovely. That's just a completely lovely thing to say. And yes, that's worth 1,000 subscribers and super chats. That's worth way more to me. I appreciate it. Today's history, yesterday's history, tomorrow's mystery, and today's a gift. Yep. That's why we call the present beautiful. Boy, is that beautiful.
My grandmother, she used to have that on her wall.
Oh, that's lovely. I love that. McGuanago. Sure. Oh, good football team down there in McGuanago. That's great high school. We're gonna end with pleb tonight. I love this, and I think I want to end with that loveliness. John, thank you. Thank you for being there and for helping me through today by not writing to me and giving me space.
Not sending you anything too hard.
And giving me space and knowing that...
I was like, I typed it out and I'm like, get over yourself. You'll get through it. And I was like, I can't hit enter. I just can't do that. And I just hit the backward button like I always do.
Yeah.
And...
You're like, you're a loser. You should have had 4 sets of redundancies. What is your problem? You should maybe quit this immediately. And then you're like, maybe I shouldn't send that till tomorrow. No,
but I don't know. You know me, but it's like part of me was like, I can't say anything because I am just a little bit harsher than the average person. Yeah. And I just think like sometimes
it's okay.
You got to know when not to say much. And I couldn't fix anything, and you even said that. You're like, nothing can make anything better.
Nothing. I just need to say it. I just need to say it.
And I was like, I think I just put like, oh my God. That's what I did. I put, oh my God. And
as odd as it is, that actually helped. Again, it's absorbing some of my pain and energy and saying, I know what he's saying. He's saying, I feel you. I've been there. There's nothing I can do. Just know someone is here and cares. That's what that is. And man, that's what we got to be here tonight, right? That's all we got to be. And 2022, we're going to amp that up. Everybody enjoy your Christmas.
I hope to see you guys
enjoy your holidays.
I hope to see you guys Thursday.
We're
the same time, 9 o'clock on Thursday.
Yes. I need to, by the way, get a streamer. I got to get my Nightbot together. So yes, we got to get on John. Let's raid John on Thursday for like a good hour at least and say hi and just say hi to everybody before we break off into our family groups. I'm going to jump on Tuesday next week. Maybe we keep it down to an hour, just say hi, fireside chat. I'm going to do something a little different that I've never done just to do it.
Good.
We'll go from, I got to shake it up before we head into the new year. Love you all. John, you're my brother. I think so much of you, and I'm going to say it on screen because I mean it. And John is one of the best people you'll ever know. So, okay, everybody, I am about ready to pop off here, and I will see you guys Thursday, 9 p.m. Coffee Talk and Tech, right? Coffee Talk and Tech? Was it Coffee Tech and Talk?
I think so. I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to rebrand yet.
Don't rebrand yet. 2022, you can do it 5 times. All right, everybody. I adore you. I love you. Be kind to yourselves. It matters. We'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.
Bye.